Twitter Spaces, the Cypher's live. Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, meet Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Stride. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Bring collecting space news, we never miss guys. V chill, kick back, geek modes, from car flips to comics, the spectrum loads.
All right. Okay, everybody. Osman Collect 63 here, just chilling for a minute. Hopefully my audio is coming through okay and I don't sound like a robot. I guess we'll find out in just a minute. Just see what's going on in the market here, because we got loads going on leading up to New York Comic Con. We got all the juicy blogs are starting to come out now, all the edition sizes and mint numbers, etc., etc. That's all looking really good. So it gives us something to talk about. A lot of community news going on. And yeah, looking pretty juicy stuff. Just chill for a minute. Wait for hey, there he is. So Josh in the house managed to pull himself away from Fortnite, or actually no, from Assassin's Creed. Now we turn that off. Let's get Josh on up here. Right, you there, Josh? Yeah, mate. How am I sounding? Am I sounding robotic? Am I sounding okay?
No, you sound good.
All right, sweet.
I'm to give you the heads up. I'm just I'm streaming as well, so just so you know.
Okay. So what are you still streaming Assassin's Creed?
I was prior to this. We had like so many hiccups, but I'm on just the intermission page right now, but I'm about to switch it over. I just wanted to give you guys the heads up first.
Yeah, no worries. So how's things been anyway? How's your week been? Your weekend been?
Lots of gaming this week, if I'm honest.
I know.
Yesterday I streamed for like 6 hours and I was gaming the entire time. Man, I don't know what you did to me, dude, but I need to work.
I know, like I've seen you like tearing it up in the spaces with Sven, like on what's a Fortnite the other night.
Yeah, that's what he got me into. So I know, just been doing a lot of that. I was actually at a fair on Friday, so I got to go to like a little crash up derby for
nice.
That was nice. Not the first time I've been to one, but it was the first time I've been to one in a very long time. So it was a nice little break from things.
Nice.
And yeah, that's what I've done this weekend. So what about you?
Oh, mate, my weekend has been full of all sorts of interesting things. Well, Friday night, so I had a bit of a family emergency. I had to run my little nephew to the hospital. He's recently just turned 1, and he ended up having his first sort of like a infant, like it was kind of like an epileptic type fit. So like like, yeah, I know it was the first time like it ever happened. The sister-in-law's like losing her mind, but luckily enough, little fellow was okay. So apparently he had a fever a couple of days beforehand, and apparently it's related to that. But that was just a real scary thing to go through. So that was a very dramatic event to start my weekend off with.
But he's okay and everything.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, everything's all good. The doctors gave him the okay. They just said basically keep an eye on him and just if anything happens more, just let him know. Mm-hmm. He's all good. And other than that, on Friday we had get to the comics number 23 with our Fro. So where we did ASM number 101, which is first appearance of Morbius, which was so bad. So bad. But no, it was loads of fun. Fro had a great time. I had a great time, and listening to Fro try and do a Mike Tyson impersonation is just hilarious. So I would definitely suggest anyone to check that out if you want to see Fro pull some funny voices and myself. We had loads of fun.
I love that guy. I saw his video today. He posted too of him playing the football with the wig. I don't know if you saw that. Oh,
yeah, what was that with the electric dancing?
Yeah.
I know. I just saw that. I just went, "What the hell?" But Saturday was basically just a lot of parties. I had to take my son to two birthday parties. He's a very popular little kid, and just working on some content for the YouTube channel. just chilling. Sunday was work, and took the kids some soft play and the arcade. So yeah, very chilled sort of weekend.
Very chilled sort of weekend. Yeah, no, you did a lot.
Except for like little dramatic start to my week on that Friday. But yeah, it's been a very, very busy week. But looks like we've got a few more cool kids in the house, so I guess we might as well start the show. Let's kick it off with our Web V Weekends Anthem, courtesy of this guy down there, Dokta Strange. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. And let's kick it off with this.
On Twitter Spaces, the Cypher's live. Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, read Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Strides. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Trade collectors, space news, we never misguide. Be chill, kick back, geek modes, from car flips to comics, the spectrum loads.
All right. Yeah, everybody. Osman Collect 63 here, and we're back again with our Web V Weekends, episode 50. You know, it actually only just occurred to me, like, you know, when I jumped on, it was actually our 50th episode. I just went, 50? I was like, holy crap. It was like, we're like 2 episodes away from 52, and everyone knows what 52 means. Like, you know, it means we've been going for a whole year.
1 year.
One year. It's like, geez. It's like, this is like that one. I know. I was like, wow, episode 50. It's like, it only seems like, you know, the other day I was like doing this basically same with the weekend show. It's like all of a sudden, like, where's time gone? Yeah,
time flies. It's crazy.
I know. And for anyone who's joining us for the first time, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to come and chill with us. I see that we've got all the cool kids in the house already. We've got Hinano in the background there, Double Quill, Dokta Strange is with us, NFT Gents. Big supporters of the channel, and much appreciated, guys. And if you're joining us for the first time and you're wondering what is Web V Weekends, what are we all about? Well, basically we like to just chat, chill, and relax, and we discuss all things happening on the digital collecting fandom. We're all about Marvel, DC, Star Wars, whatever other fandom you might be into in the digital space, or physical or digital. We're just a nice little collector's corner where we just like to nerd out and share our love of collecting. And but again, as always, it's not just me here in doing this all by myself. I am joined by my fellow presenter and co-host, Josh. Collector's Gone Digital. Josh, how are you, sir?
What up?
Actually, I should go and say, what up?
No, looking forward to today's show. There's lots happening with V. So,
mate, I honestly do not know where to start. I mean, like me and Doctor, like, you know, we sort of covered a good like sort of the broad strokes on the Wednesday show. Also, big shout out to Dokta Strange as well. Like, you know, also my fellow co-host on the Web V Wednesday show. If you do join us on the Wednesday show, but yeah. I honestly don't know where to start. We've got everything happening all over the shop. Like, you know, New York Comic Con is just going nuts with VeVe at the moment. We got comics, we got collectibles, we got a badass looking Wolverine Weapon X. I am really eager to see what the animation's like on this one. So yeah. So
do you want to start with that? You want to start going through that list then?
Well, that's it. I guess let's kick it off with some New York Comic Con drops. Let's start with Wolverine Weapon X, because I think that was a big one we've been speculating for a long time.
Can I start? Because
absolutely,
I want to be the first one to say that thing looks fantastic. Dude, the quality, the detail, right down to the scratches on the the little device on his hip or whatever.
Yeah.
Everything about that collectible looks so good. And I'm happy to say that I was speculating Weapon X for October. And Rob, he's not down in the space right now, but Rob was like, "Oh no, it doesn't have to do with Halloween," and it's dropping, so I feel a lot better about myself. I'm just gonna say that.
It's like no, very cool. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm totally with you. I mean, like, this is probably, I think I can safely say this is probably the best version of Wolverine we've got so far.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree with that. I said that it looks better than the brown suit for sure, but yeah, I would agree. I think it is the best looking.
Yeah, I mean, like, and considering like in the past, they've really struggled with human skin. With this one, I mean, like they've just like nailed it out of the park, like all the way down to like the very finely delicate chest hair.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Well, you know what actually stands out to me is in the display photo, you see the lighting on all like the cables and everything wrapping around him, and that really adds a lot of detail. So everything from what you were just saying, the skin to the details on that little device, the wiring, everything about that collectible looks fantastic. So now here's the question though. Are you getting it on drop or are you going to wait for market?
That is a question, isn't it? Well, let's go over the details, ladies and gentlemen, for those who aren't familiar with it. So we have Wolverine, Weapon X, and this is actually animated with sound. So we haven't seen what that is yet, but I am eager to see what it is. It says, from the shadows of a top secret lab emerges the feral and unstoppable Weapon X. Forged through brutal experimentations, this premium 3D animated digital collectible comes with interactive claw extensions, showcasing Wolverine at his most savage, with adamantium bonded bones and memories erased, embody the raw power of a living weapon. So it looks like we're definitely going to get the claws shinking in and out, like I guess we've seen already in the past. And I'm hoping we get like maybe like some kind of slashing action, maybe, or maybe like him crouching down into his signature, like sort of like ready to pounce and stab stuff. But I guess we'll have to see. Maybe even yeah, go on.
So here's my guess with the animation. I don't think it's going to be too much movement because then you're going to have to move all the cables and everything with it. Mm-hmm. So I think it's going to be something very subtle.
I'm
like another Gwen Stacy kind of thing, you know?
Well, I'm hoping maybe like you get like maybe like some like little lights blinking like on the on the devices on his hips, maybe, or even his visor making like some kind of little light, maybe just something like subtle but very very cool.
Right. Yeah.
But to answer your question, are we going to get this on the drop? Let's find out. So it says the drop date is the 19th of October, 2024 at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Listing price is 40 gems, and it is 2,200 editions, and it is a rare, and it's a Comic-Con exclusive, and all the usual jazz. Minimum MCP priority bidding 5,000 points. First available mint 41, licensed by Marvel, etc., etc., etc. So I don't know. 40 gems. I mean, there is one rarity, so there's not really sort of like an incentive. Like there's not really like a chase character, but at the same time, it looks pretty damn cool. And if you get yourself like like a low mint or something like that, you could potentially do well with it. But me, I don't know. I want to say I'd like to go for it on drop, but I don't know. I think it just might go on the market just the way things are at the moment. But I don't know. I could be wrong, and I would love to hear anyone else's opinion out there in the comments. If you want to write something in the comments, come up and say hi and chat and share your opinion. You're more than welcome to do so. Or if you just want to sit there and chill in the background, listen to us speculate and have some fun, totally cool as well. But Josh, what about you? What do you reckon?
I think I'm probably going to wait for market on this one, but I think what we may see, and this is just a guess, is we'll probably see it go below that retail point, and then we're going to see the people who really care about the piece buy up like a bunch, and then that's going to push the price up. Which I think is what happened with the brown suit, kind of, right? So yeah, I kind of think that it's going to be kind of like a repeat of that. So
yeah, so very very cool. So let us know out there in the audience. Are you going to be going for this on drop, or are you going to wait in the market? Do you care? Do you not care? So it'd be interesting to know. But big congratulations to VeVe on this one. Like we said, you've definitely nailed the details. I think everyone's going to be very, very happy with this version of Wolverine, and I guess we'll just have to see. But that's just one of many drops we got coming throughout the week of the weekend of Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's start it off. I suppose let's start off with some of the comics. That's kind of like what drops first. So, first one in the line is we have the Ron English Area 54 #1 comic.
That looks so cool.
I know, so it looks so cool. Like with the aliens on the front and like the brain sitting in the little chair looking thing.
Yep.
It says it says the origin story of two of Ron's most beloved characters. So Oren the Alien and MC Supersized Area 54 drops Wednesday. So this is Wednesday, the 16th of October at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on VeVe. And
hang on a sec. I'm looking at a different date. What are you reading? Are you reading the Medium article?
Yeah, I'm going off of the blog article. Why? What are you looking at? I'm looking at Wednesday, 16th of October.
It says Thursday, the 17th of October, and then Friday, the 18th of October.
Ooh, okay. What?
So I'm reading the blog, like the blog article that breaks down all the drops.
Oh, are you reading the one that says New York Comic Con 2024?
Yes.
No, that's the one that me, Doctor and myself covered over on the Wednesday show. No, if you go over to the comics tab and go to the Ron English Area 54 drop, they must have changed it. Or there's a discrepancy there somewhere. Yeah, because what I'm reading is Wednesday, the 16th of October at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I might point this out to VeVe then, because this is an article they can update. So if they've pointed this out, I haven't seen them point this out or not, that they updated this. So I feel like if these are wrong,
I don't know. We'll hope. Maybe with a bit of luck, we might get someone from the VeVe team. Maybe swing by our space and see what's going on. Maybe we can pop the question to them.
Because it's also their pinned tweet. So.
Oh yeah, they better get right. But yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at. Just going back to it. But there's one, two, three, four rarity covers. So we've got a common, we've got an uncommon, a ultra rare, and a secret rare. So our common being the Alien Thinker, very cool. We've got the Alien Designer Monkey cover, which is our uncommon. We've got the Alien Egghead Brain cover, which is our ultra rare, and we've got the Orion and UFO cover, which is our secret rare. Very, very cool. So it says here, Area 54, number 1, the origin story of two of Ron English's most beloved characters, Orion the Alien and MC Supersized. The story follows Orion from his journey from his home planet to landing on Earth with the singular mission of scouting a new food source for his starving planet, to meeting MC Supersized and his ragtag circus, and finally creating the universe's best fast food and establishing the universe's best disco, Area 54. Yeah, very cool. So I guess the MC Supersize, that's a clown like from Supersize Me, isn't it? Must be.
It's the McDonald's.
Yeah. I remember that one. But it's a $6.99 price point, and there are 2,954 editions. So very, very cool.
I'm curious if it has the wacky advertisements inside, like the first comic he dropped.
Like Big Top Propaganda.
Yeah, and another thing to note too is that this one has the VeVe logo on the actual comic. I don't think the first one did.
I don't think so. I'm gonna jump over and look at that right now, because I believe you're correct. I don't think the first one did. Let's have a look. No, sir. No, it has no VeVe logo on it at all.
So that would make. I mean, would that make these covers exclusive to VeVe or no?
Wow, I suppose.
I guess maybe.
I don't know. Well, technically, maybe it is. I know. Let us know out there in the comments, like out there in the listeners. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's going to make them exclusive? Do you reckon it's just a nice little detail to put there? I know. I reckon it's got the. I mean, it's got the silver and green VeVe Comics logo on there. I reckon that makes it pretty exclusive. Speculation. I like it. So yeah, so that's I guess we'll have to get a bit of clarity on the drop day. But yeah, according to this, it's dropping Wednesday, the 16th of October at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on VeVe. But stay tuned, because that could change.
I feel like this is the perfect space for MC to be in, so I'm gonna tag him in this space. I'm really curious also why they have the green VeVe logo, which represents VeVe Comics, and they're dropping it on the main app. Like, why not VeVe Comics?
That's very true. Yeah. So, because I was just thinking, because we haven't had any have we had any independent artists on the VeVe Comics app? I don't think we have. It's all been like the latest stuff, or sometimes the sneaky older stuff that they get in there from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
No, yeah. Well, we'll definitely have to ask the question, like, when the next time MC pops back in. So we've got that one. That's dropping first, and then I think we've got next in the line being that. So next in line is the Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1, which is the first appearance of the Sinister Six. Now this is a no joke big deal book. I mean, like I had a little scout around on, like, go collect and see what this thing's going for in the real world. And I don't have the full version, so I don't know what 9.8 goes for, but 9.6 so apparently went for I think it was about 78 grand, give or take.
Sorry, what comic is this? I'm trying to pull it up.
So it is the Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1 1964, which is the first appearance of the Sinister Six. So for those of you who aren't familiar with it, the Sinister Six is basically, it says here, the first appearance of the Sinister Six. Dr. Octopus gathers Mysterio, Electro, Kraven the Hunter, the Vulture, and Sandman to form the Sinister Six, an alliance sworn to take revenge on their greatest nemesis. You guessed it, Spider-Man. Will Peter be able to weather the gauntlet of these formidable foes? And it says this release also features rare and ultra-rare covers, exclusive VeVe covers, by Justin Manson and Federico Bleo. Hopefully I said that right. But now the important stuff. So it says here, drop date is the 17th of October on 2024 at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The listing price is 10 gems, but is 5,000 editions. So it looks like that's fairly on point with some of the other ones that we've had in the past.
These exclusive covers are wicked. I love how much is going on here.
Yeah, definitely. You got Spider-Man crawling out the wall, like basically running from his life. Then you got Sandman, like, over there. You got Vulture, Mysterio, Kraven, Doc Ock running after him. Yeah, it's all happening. Poor Spider-Man's got to move.
Oh, it's got 72 pages as well. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is too. Bloody hell.
It's like 3.5 comics.
Oh man. If I ever get this on Get to the Comics, I'm gonna have to do it like in 3 episodes or something. But very, very cool. Yeah, so that's dropping on the, what did I say, the 17th? I did say 17th. The 17th of October. Yep, Thursday, the 17th of October. And so like I said, this is a no joke book. It's a fairly big player in the real world, because it's got all the big FAs in there. And the good majority of these FAs we've actually got on VeVe already. Because I think the only one we're lacking is Electro.
Electro.
Yeah, because we got Sandman, we got Kraven, we got Doc Ock, we got Vulture, we got Mysterio. Yeah, unless Electro appears in something else, I don't think we've
you're talking about comics. I'm thinking
of comics.
I'm thinking of collectibles.
Oh no. I'm talking comics.
Okay.
So that's very cool. That's very exciting. I'm probably definitely gonna have a go at this one. So, what about you, Josh? Are you tempted to pull the wheel?
To be honest, no. Just because of all the other collectibles, and I'm bigger that are going to be dropping, and I'm bigger on that side of things. But no, like I was saying though, that those exclusive covers look awesome though.
There we go. So we've got a few more people rolling in the space here. So big thank you guys for dropping in. I see Fro's with us. Fro, we were just talking about our episode of Get to the Comics, doing Morbius, and how it was so bad. It was so bad, but loads of fun. And I see Larry Rising Stars with us as well, mate. So hey Larry, what you doing? I bet you're chilling and vibing. Another awesome voice in the space, and every time I look around, he's always got some awesome star on his show. Just really, really cool to see him. I don't know how he does it. Hinano's still with us. Double Quill's with us. Oh, actually, before I forget, say Double Quill. I did have that written on my list of notes as well. Double Quill has just released her latest blog, Adventures in VeVe. Where are we up to now? 64, which is fan fiction edition number 4, which is number of the day. And I tell you what, this is actually a pretty jam-packed read. There's a lot going on in this one. We've got a dialogue between Spider-Man, Big Bird, Batman. Loads going on. Unfortunately, again, I haven't had a chance to read it, but I highly encourage you to do so because it's always an entertaining read. And Double Quill is just one of many very talented writers that we have in the space. So get out there, give us some support, read the blog, and yeah, it's awesome. And of course, we've got Dokta Strange in the house as well. Like, you know, if you haven't seen his content as well, also a fellow co-host of the Wednesday show, definitely check that out. He does his stacking and slacking videos, so I'd let you know what's going on on the comics in the VeVe space. Also does a lot of AI generated content as well, like, you know, with music. Also one responsible for the Web V Anthem. So yeah, if you're looking to get something done for yourself, Dokta does have those services available, and has got all the links in his profile page on X. So definitely check it out if that's something that interests you. Also got King Neo's in the house as well. Vegan Things, NFT gents with us, Fried Labbits, all our big supporters in the space. Much appreciated, guys, for having you here in the space with us as always. We're just going over all the gazillion New York Comic Con drops that we've got coming in the next couple of days. And I'll tell you what, you're going to have to be very, very strategic with what you buy, because otherwise your bank balance might not be very happy with you, because there's just so much to go for.
Yeah, I got the next drop on VeVe's feed playing on my screen right now, which I just found out about. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, the buggy. Yes,
I do. Let's cruise on over to the buggy then. So the spider buggy. So we'll go to spider buggy, and then we'll talk about the how about we talk about the Spider-Man exclusive drop with the New York hat.
Oh God, yeah. There's a lot to say about that one.
but I tell you what, this spider buggy actually looks really cool.
Yeah. So I just saw this. Is this what they were meaning about this Spider-Mobile? I guess. Yeah, right.
I guess so. Yeah, because we do have this the FA spider buggy in the app already, in the form of the comic book. I can't remember what number it is, but I know it's in there. But it just says here that it's interactive, so that's pretty cool. So I'm secretly hoping you're able to drive this thing around, like you can, with the like the DeLorean or something like that, because that would be awesome.
We got Double Quill tossing up all the emote. She corrected me because I was saying Spider-Mobile or Spider-Mobile before.
Oh, mobile. No, it's like yeah, Spider-Mobile, like Batmobile.
Yeah, I'll say Spider-Mobile now because it's hyphenated. People weren't spelling it like that in my chat.
That's
so.
it. you could
like a phone.
You could always just say Spider Car.
Yeah.
But it says here the Spider-Mobile. Race into action with the Spider-Mobile 3D digital collectible featuring Spider-Man in his iconic ride. This dynamic digital collectible includes interactive tap on and tap off functionality. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Allowing you to shoot synthetic webbing from the front of the vehicle. It is a must-have for Spidey fans who love a thrilling web slinging adventure. Right, so tap on, tap off. So it sounds like it's going to have the same sort of mechanics as like Spider-Gwen and Wolverine with the tap, and you get the different heads type thing. So we're going to have shooting webs out the front of the car.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Web slinging adventure, yeah.
So the drop date is apparently the 18th of October. It is at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The listing price is 15 gems. And the edition sizes is 2,500, and it is a rare Comic-Con exclusive. Yeah, so I'm liking it. I'm liking the animation. So little Spider-Man's got his hand up, like, waving, like, g'day. I'm just cruising around in my buggy.
Oh, dude, I gotta do it. It's so funny too to me because everybody's pointing out the other one about how it's always wearing a hat, right? But it's the same one.
Oh, the hat. Okay, yeah.
This is the exact same collectible as well.
Actually,
it's
no,
the
it is.
Exact same
oh, it is. Yeah, it is. Like they turn on its side.
Yeah, they just moved the arm a little bit. That's all it is. It's the same collectible. They just made it look like he was sitting, and then they probably just repositioned his legs a little bit. But it's the same one. His hand. They didn't even move his hand. Like the sling. It's the same as the one that's on the app.
Oh no. I thought I'm looking at my soundboard. I thought I had laughing, but I don't have. Oh no, I don't have any laughing. Why don't I have any laughing? I'll have to write that down. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I just realized I don't have any laughing sounds on my soundboard. That is not on. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, that's just quite funny, isn't it? Because I know like a lot of people read the Spider-Man for the same deal, isn't it? Because it's just like the same collectible we've got, but with a New York hat on it. and I think that's about the only feature it is.
So funny.
But yeah,
the web slinging feature is really cool though.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Double Quill says Spider-Man 130. It's an uncommon only comic. That's the one I was thinking of. Thank you, Double Quill. Yeah. So there's the Spider-Man 130. Is the comic that the Spider Buggy FA's in. Yeah. So yeah, especially one thing I did find very entertaining was like all the community art that came out of this. Like, you know, you seen like the likes of like emoji, like, you know, adding like, you know, the little boots, some of the thing. A few other little accessories as well. I thought that was quite entertaining.
Yeah, the memes.
Exactly. Yeah. The meme. So yeah. So
now here's the big question: are you going for it on drop, Osman?
I would have to say probably no. No, probably not for me. But if you're planning on going for the drop, let's have a look at the details here. So it says Spider-Man New York Comic Con 2024. Swing into action with the Spider-Man Mighty Digital Collectible to celebrate New York Comic Con 2024. This con exclusive digital collectible features the web slinger sporting a New York cap, giving a fresh twist to the fan favorite superhero. And that's about it. But it's a 15 gem price point. And it is 1,962 editions, and it is a rare. So it's a 1962 editions. So I'm guessing that that coincides with the release of Amazing Fantasy number 15, I believe. That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right. I think. Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah, for me personally, no, I don't think I'll be going for it on the drop. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, it's Spider-Man wearing a New York cap. But yeah, that's about all I really got to say about that. But if you're going for it on the drop, good luck to you. I hope you score yourself an awesome mint number. And yeah. Where are you, Josh? You got any plans to go for it on drop or have any thoughts on it?
No, I'm not going to go for it on drop. But you know what? This one does actually look different to me. I think this one might be different from the one that's on.
Oh, yeah? Maybe like a slight detail update, like maybe like on the web detail or maybe on the Spider-Man.
No, I take that back. Never mind. I take that back. Nope, it's identical.
Nope. There you go. He's just wearing a New York hat.
Yeah, I thought his hand was turned over, but
okay.
Right.
What else have we got to go over? So yeah. So what have we covered so far? So we just covered Weapon X, which is looking awesome. That one I'm very excited for. We just covered the Marvel Mighty, so the Spider Buggy and the New York hat Spider-Man. We also covered some of the coming comic book drops. We've got Ron English, area, was it 54? Yes, that's right. We also covered, what else we covered? We also covered the Amazing Spider-Man Annual Number 1, which is coming too, which is the first appearance of the Sinister Six. And we've also got, this is what I'm actually particularly excited for, is the Addiction Number 3 is going to be dropping as well.
Mm-hmm.
So let's check that one out. So that one is going to be dropping on Friday, the 18th of October at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And it's got some really, really nice cover art as well, especially that one by Mondo Freeman. So big shout out to you, mate. That's looking amazing. And also the likes of the cover artists we've already had in the past as well, like Andreas Lombrada. We've had Claudia Baldoni. And I think this is a new one. This has got a Tim Virgil cover, which I'm not sure, unless he did the one of the exclusive covers, like of number 2, but I could be wrong. But it says here,
I absolutely love that secret rare. Oh my lord, that's Mondo's cover as well, just selective color.
Yeah,
and it's just the art, no writing or anything.
Yeah,
that looks amazing.
Yeah, and even got his just the artwork, just plain white background, black and white, and it's even got his little signature there in the bottom left hand corner as well, which is very cool.
Yeah.
So it says here, the Addiction Number 3. This is digital, so I do believe they do have the physical scheduled to come out at the end of November, so that will be available in your local LCS shop. But it says she can drug you with her touch, and she will do whatever it takes to be the cure in a sick, sick world. If corporate criminals and drug cartel armies weren't bad enough, wait until Dr. Nikki Teo and Enzo clash with the wildest rogues in New York City. Mr. Licorice and his ruthless psychic, Betty Noir. So listing price is $6.99. There that's 2024, and it says total edition sizes is 4,009. Very interesting number.
Have you heard of this ZQ Studio before? This is the first time I'm hearing about them.
ZQ, let me see. ZQ Studios.
The license behind this comic.
Okay, ZQ. I think that's is it like Vincent's ZQ? Oh, maybe it's it says Zuzolo and Quinn.
Oh.
So that's what the ZQ stands for, which is in case anyone's not familiar with, is the writers and the creators of this comic, which is Vincent Zuzolo and David Quinn.
Right. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So that's where that comes from. So that's very cool. I mean, I'm definitely going to at least try for one of these on the drop, because I do enjoy the story. Love the cover art, and also had the pleasure of actually having the writers, creators on my channel get to the comics, and we actually read the comic book along with Kyo Shinobi and VeVe Fanbam. And yeah, fantastic read, great story. I highly recommend it. Everyone should check it out when and where you can. So I think that's about all we've got in the way of comic books at the moment. But I'm not sure if we've got. So we do have more on the way though. But that's all the bloggy details that we've got at the moment. But let me move over here, because some of the other comic books we've got coming, which I'm actually quite excited about, is if I go back over to the New York Comic Con one, if I go all the way to
some of the smaller ones with 24/7 Comics.
That's the one, yes, because we've got Evermind #2, which is dropping, which we've already had on the app for a while now. But we've also got a brand new one, which I'm actually quite interested to see where it goes. It's Sanity: Rise of the Occult #1. And it says here, get ready for the debut of Sanity: Rise of the Occult #1, a thrilling new comic series from Mickey Flanagan. Now, if you're not sure who Mickey Flanagan is, never heard that name before, he actually goes by another one, which you may have heard of, which is called Swaggle House. And 24/7, this pulp adventure pays homage to the detective comics of the 1930s, but with a Lovecraftian twist, blending mystery and the supernatural in an unforgettable story. Meet the creator, Mickey Flanagan, and get your physical copy signed at the VeVe booth on Sunday, the October the 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What is a Lovecraftian twist?
So Lovecraftian, Chris. So are you familiar with H.P. Lovecraft?
Not really, no.
No, well, he's basically the bloke who's behind such stories as Call of Cthulhu. I'm trying to remember now, so it's been a while since I've read any Lovecraftian stuff. We've had Call of Cthulhu. There's Dagon. I think there's a War with the Rats in it. I think there's another one. But he's got a lot of well known stuff. It's like very sort of like occultish. Yeah, very sort of like it's very hard to describe. I know. Help me out there in the comments. If anyone knows, write in the comments. Let me know.
Well, there's a line after, but it's saying blending mystery and the supernatural and an unforgettable story. Is that kind of describing Lovecraftian? Is that like?
Yeah, it's kind of like
mystery and supernatural.
Yeah, it's kind of like blending like creepy occult type stuff. Like there's usually like sort of like a lot of like occultisms, like praying to divine entities, like demonic type stuff.
Okay.
That sort of like spinny stuff. Obviously, if I get any of this wrong, guys, please by all means feel free to come up and correct me at any point during the show. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've read any Lovecraftian stories, but I actually believe there was a series on Netflix at one point. But I can't remember what it was called.
I've never even heard the term. It's like a whole genre, eh?
It is, yeah. H.P. Lovecraft actually does have a big following. So Google it.
Hey, we got Mr. MC1 looking to step up.
Yeah, bring him up.
I approved. I don't know if as co-host it worked, but
no, I think he's here. So, Mr. MC1, Sanjay, how are you, sir?
Hey, doing good. How you doing, Osman? How you doing? Collectors Gone Digital. Love both of you guys, your channels.
No, thank you very much, and thank you for taking the time to come and chill in the space with us. I know you're a rather busy man at the moment, planning a certain party.
Planning a party, and I'm planning a group as well. So I'm working on both.
Ooh.
So yeah, the Marvel group has been something that's been on my mind for a long time. So, I came on to Randy's channel yesterday and I talked a little bit about the Marvel group. And then I found, the price was kind of, people are doing stuff. So I said, look, I'm just going to freaking do it right away and take all the flippers out. Whoever needs to flip will flip out of it. And I'm left with serious people. So anyway, guys, whenever is a good time, just give me 2 minutes. I had a couple thoughts to share.
Yeah, absolutely. But blame go for it. Well, right now we're just going over the drops the dropping on New York Comic Con because there's a lot to digest.
Yeah, there is a lot to digest. So just really quickly on the Marvel, logo, it's something that I'm very, very passionate about. I've wanted to have a Marvel club for a very long time, very, very long time. And, I've asked VeVe for a logo, Marvel logo for a long time. So when it came out at $15, I was like, oh my God. This is crazy. This is ridiculously, inexpensive, and the count felt like a little high. But then I thought, never know. It's Marvel. But yeah, so my intent is to create a Marvel fan club, a digital fan club. Some people may feel like, what's going on, Mr. MC1? Why do you have the bar is set at 10 logos? The bar is not set at 10 logos to join the group. There is no group. The bar is set at 10 logos to get input. So, it's some serious collectors of this logo who have that passion for it, who didn't sell it when it went from $15 to $50. And that's why I let it sit. There's a reason why I let it sit in the market at, 25 and 50 and stuff, because I want the people who want out of it to get out, And anyway, so... And there'll probably flippers who still have it, and they'll make a lot of money on it, but that's fine. At the end of the day, all this stuff will settle out. I'm not selling any of my logos. I have a lot of them. For at least 5 years, I will not sell. I might gift a few, Osman, as you know, I like to gift a few things, and I might do something like that, but I definitely won't sell or dump. And I have a track record of not selling or dumping on anyone like that. So, but yeah, and so Sleepin is going to lead this effort with me. We're partners in this whole thing, and we're trying to figure out all the utility that we can create, both in terms of alpha and knowledge with, every Wednesday we'll have like some expert analysis and giveaways. We're thinking about, we personally know a lot of the artists, so we're trying to go directly to the artists. And, one of the ideas is to get some exclusive comic cover art and things like that from them. And anyway, so there's stuff that will come from the community, and then obviously we want to sit with David Yu and with Marvel and have a chat and say, look, guys, like this is a fan club. What can you do to help? Anyway, that's that, guys. So just want to make sure I kind of come up and share a little bit of that stuff with transparency. The more you kind of half announce something and don't do anything, people start speculating and doing all kinds of shit. So I'm like, I just pulled the plug right now. I'm like, Anyway, so if you look at the market, it might look crazy, but that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Basically this is happening. Sleeping is said yes, and we're doing it.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'm all for it, and just funny you should say that about the market. I'm actually looking at the market right now, and for anyone who doesn't know where the logo is actually at the moment, right now it is currently sitting at 135 gems on the floor, which is it's a bit of a spike since last time I looked at it.
I was just eyeing one. I was gonna say you're getting damn good with that soundboard now. There was no delay with that. Cheers right away.
That's it. Right? I'm getting there.
Looking at the price, whether you buy it or you don't buy it, just do it carefully, whatever you're doing. But don't get wrecked in the process. These things spike and speculators go in and out and stuff. But at the end of the day, we're forming. Like my focus is very, exclusively on forming a very prestigious, premium Marvel digital, collectors club. It's a fan club. And that's my goal. And I want to create like just some deep engagement on it. I want to find some of the most passionate collectors who connect every Wednesday around this whole Marvel comic releases. These are people who just, have a deep discussion around what's coming out, why it's coming out. I want to secure some access, like in those shows, maybe have some giveaways, get some access to some art, some physical art too, if we can. like Sleepin knows a bunch of artists. I know a bunch of artists. I personally have access to buying some of that art. Because some art you can buy directly from the artist, right? So yeah, so we'll see, man. We'll see where it goes. This is one of those things where there's no good time or bad time. You just when you've made up your mind, you just got to do it, man.
That's it.
I don't know if you guys have any advice for me or any kind of perspectives.
I do have one suggestion that comes to mind. It's something you have talked about in the past, but I don't want to seem like I'm trying to ask for too much or anything, but I feel like a really cool utility is because you're somebody who's known to have connections, right? And you've talked about how you have a relationship with the McLaren team and the racing and all that. And VeVe's onboarding more car companies and things like that. So I know you mentioned that maybe you could do some sort of an event at a race. I don't know how feasible that would still be, but I don't know.
It's very feasible. So
yeah,
what do you have in mind? That's a non-VeVe thing at this point, right? So that'll have to be outside of VeVe, but definitely I can plan an event at a race. I have the fix for it. The problem with F1 races is that it's in different cities. It's hard to travel to and stuff. So it'll be a very small group of people who end up coming out, unless it's a digital experience. Meeting the drivers or, one of the things they can do is you get invited to participate in the simulator, right? So everybody logs into their Steam account and with your, cars and whatever, and then you have a professional, race driving team, like one of the engineers or somebody will kind of give you lessons and tips on how to drive digitally your car. You can do all that stuff, and I've done that before.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, so let me know what you want, man. Just hit me up. Just send me some ideas, and we'll do it.
Cool. We'll do.
I've heard of McLaren.
I'm a huge McLaren fan, so that's why I had to bring that up.
Well, they're on a winning streak too now, man. McLaren's doing very well.
See, I don't even know much of. I know they have a huge history in the racing scene like that, but I know a lot more about their road cars. That's why I'm a fan of them. But and their hypercars, P1, Senna.
The guy who asked for all that is Dan. Dan is himself has drives for a racing team. So I forget what car. I think does he drive Porsches? So he drives some cars. So Dan, he sponsors I think some team and he drives for the team. And next year he's going to go into a different category or something. But Dan Crothers would be a great guy to ask.
I'll have to add that to the list then. Yeah, I've seen them sponsor some events. So
yeah.
No, very, very cool. So I'm just going back to the Marvel logo. So just if somebody was interested, maybe joining this group down the line. So you're just saying that you only need one Marvel logo to join the group, but if you want any sort of say or governance, you need 10. Is that correct?
There is no group. The number is not defined as yet to join the group. There is no group.
There is no group. We don't talk about Marvel.
Yeah, the 10. I set a limit of 10. To secure inputs,
right?
So I've basically just started a group chat with anybody that has more than 10 logos, because if you have more than 10 at this point, several weeks after the drop, you're someone that's got an interest in it, and you kind of, you've got some connection to Marvel, and anyway, so we'll, you have
it's a work in progress.
Work in progress.
Work in progress. I like it.
I want to work with 50 people to write something, right? So I want to work with a smaller group to write up my proposal and fast. So in that group, what I'm going to do is basically solicit some ideas around, hey, what should this group be? One of the questions would be, what should be the entry point to, come into this group? Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's a fan group, so we'll set it up, but we want to get, we don't want to do anything that VeVe and Marvel don't like, right? So it's all going to be written up in a very much a proposal manner, and then Sleepin and I will have a chat with David first, right?
Yep.
And see what he advises us, and all the team, right, with my Collectables and all these guys, get their input on it. Then we'll try and connect with CB and say, look, hey, we're doing this group. We already have so many people in it that we, in the pre-chat, and we want to make something out of it. So that'll help, and I think. We want to go with some pretty sharp ideas. You're not going to get 15 shots at it, we're going to get like one shot at New York Comic Con, maybe one follow-up meeting. So if we're not buttoned up in, like, we can't come across as people who want to get 1,000 things for free every week or every month, right? That's not the goal. The goal is to create a fandom where we have tremendous engagement in the comics coming out, but as part of that, we also get access. It's more about access to new comics. Like maybe some giveaways that are smaller, but more about hey, an artist will come and describe what they've done for this comic, or they'll give away some art, or they'll kind of say, okay, there's a 1 of 10 special of this thing that you can buy, right? So when you're buying something but you have access to it, it's good, right? So somebody like a Dr. Rolex or Mr. 41 or these guys may appreciate that, a Prophet or one of these guys. But anyway, that's kind of the thinking there. Is the 10 is to just sort of secure input now. We may lower it a little bit later to kind of see if there's other people have more input. But anybody can give us input on X. So anybody can type whatever you want. In fact, just say, hey, Mr. MC1, as you're forming the group, can you set it at 1? Can you set it at 5? Like when we were talking about it, the logo was $40. We don't want a club where the entry price is $40. That's like that's not a club anymore. That's like anybody can go in and out and do whatever. So we want to create a slightly higher bar to get in. But I can see if it's $150 or $130 a logo on this 10, and it's like $1,300, $1,500. Yeah, no, all those have to be worked out. I don't know where we'll end up with it, but it's definitely not 1. I'll tell you that for now. That's not the intent. Yeah.
No, love it. Love the idea, and very very eager to see see what you and FiGPiN come up with
those guys. Yeah, and if anybody has any input for us, sure, I've got a group of people who have like more than 10 logos to provide input. It should not stop anybody else from sharing any thoughts or perspectives. Literally tag me on X and say what you got to say. And I'm very open to feedback, including things like, hey, Mr. MC1, that's a super dumb idea to have, a group of people that have only more than 10 logos to give input or whatever. You can say whatever you want to. And it's not like I'll ignore it. I'll listen to it. I like it just felt like the right way to kind of get input from a certain group first, first wave of input, so to speak. But you could,
yeah. No,
I've been CEO of a company before, so I've been called all kinds of names by all kinds of people and all kinds of things. So, I have the humility to listen to it and actually take the time to understand it as well.
Yeah. Well, the best part is you can go, okay, well, having 10 logos, it does sound like a dumb idea. It's like, why? Tell me why, and then see what they have to say.
Yeah, 10 logos at like $40 is a low bar to entry, I think, for a group like that. 10 logos at like whatever, very high price could be, could make it a little tougher. So anyway, that I guess probably I want the conversation to be less about how many logos it takes to get in and more about what do we want to do with it, what utility would you like other than just keep getting free shit,
Yeah, we'll definitely
I want to have an intelligent conversation with these guys,
Yeah,
Marvel.
I mean, I personally like the idea of having like exclusive access to some of the artists. Maybe you can if you hold like an X amount of logos or whatever, maybe that gives you X amount of one-on-one time with an artist. Maybe something like that. Like you were saying before about getting some exclusive artwork done by the artists themselves, or even just get you get, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or even half an hour with the artist. You can chill, relax, talk, ask questions, maybe something along those lines.
Yeah. And then I've seen people like Peach, what they do is they sketch. Like I saw once some company sent her a bunch of crayons or pencils or whatever, new ones. And she took a sketchbook and she freaking sketched in a 90-minute window. She sketched I don't know how many, 25, 30, maybe 40 of them. She was sketching so fast, man. She pumped them out so fast. And it was so cool, So even if they, do some remarks or, something like that and send it to you or, we'll have to work that out. But it's got to be something that people are passionate about and ignites the fandom. And I want to tie it to the Marvel Comics app. I know Marvel wants to do more with it and VeVe wants to do more with it. And whatever, like, I think this is a tremendous way to kind of go into the future of that. But Marvel is also collectibles, right? We haven't talked about it, at least in my head is not around the collectibles and stuff, but there may be people who say, look, if you have the logo, there should be some action on the collectible side too, where there's some crafting or there's some, wait list for something or is pre-selected for something. Those would be nice to do as well. So maybe there are different things at different tiers. If you have one Marvel logo, you still kind of have like a benefit or whatever. We're the club,
Yeah.
Can I?
Sorry, I was just going to read a suggestion. Just in the comments here, Hinano has written a suggestion. Perhaps the people in this fan group should be reading the digital books or series as a requirement for entry. Books should be read.
Yes, that's a great idea.
I like that.
I love the idea. I love the idea, and I think that the whole creating a group where there's like that engagement where we actually read the book and chat about the book would be great as well. And every week there's certain things, and it's a much more involved kind of a group. That's a brilliant idea, Hinano. Like I used to run those spaces where we would read the comics and discuss them, and I think Emoji does that now, right, with a bunch of people once a week. So yeah, that makes sense. Those are good ideas.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, that's all right.
So go ahead, man. Like, I'll just step down. I'll listen, be in listen mode, or whatever. While you're doing
well, no, I actually had a question for you, like, because I know, like, you're getting ready for New York Comic Con and all that. Was there anything from coming to New York Comic Con in the VeVe drops that you're excited for? Yes,
I am very excited about the pins. So obviously, those are super, like I'm into all these logos and pins and shit, so that's my thing. So I'm very excited about it. I am level 100, so there's going to be
get the box
boxes. So I'm gonna
what's the box?
What's in the box, right? So I would be lying if I say I'm not super, and I don't know what's in it. So I would be lying if I said that's not one of my top.
That's it. You have to do like a live reaction video, like if you're like opening the box or something, stick it on the socials. Is like.
I think they want to do something like that. They haven't hit me up, but I think when I go pick up my box from David in the booth, I'm quite open to opening it up right there and doing whatever, something like that. So that'll be fun, yeah. And then I'll tell you what I'm most excited about New York Comic Con is the people. It's this is such an incredible community. It's such an incredible community. So for me, I usually end up. Whatever I need to buy and see, I see within like a couple hours. I walked around Comic-Con, the key booths. I'm not into everything, I'm into a few things. I'll walk to Tokidoki, I'll walk to Funko, I'll walk to Heritage Comics, I'll walk to DC, I'll go to, Addiction Comics. That whole circle takes like 2 to 4 hours or whatever it is. I'm done with all that stuff. And then, then I'll just show up at some specific time to pick up some merch or whatever. But the rest of the time, is just standing at the VeVe booth and talking to all the people, right? Like it's a great time, man. I get to hang out with Rolex and Tony and Mr. 41 and Max and Janie and Magic and my Collectables and Corey and all these guys. And then David Dan, obviously, they're super busy, but I get a little bit time with them. And then you meet so many other people, like Nino comes out and all the Germans are also there. New York Comic Con, a lot of Europeans come out. So Felix is there. Felix is very good, man. Felix, he's so nice. Man, when I landed in France, he sent his brother to pick us up at the airport 3 hours away. And they're from Germany. So they went to Auxerre, drove up 3-4 hours to pick me up and Max and Magic and drove us down to Auxerre. I mean, that's family, man. So that's just a whole different thing. I'm looking forward to meeting Dokta Strange. He's an awesome dude as well. Yeah. So many people, man. Like the number of people that come out is incredible. It's just a huge. There's like at least 100, VeVe Gold logo holders, and there's several hundred others who come out, and some you recognize by face, some you don't. like the face is familiar, you don't remember the name, but then you know, like they introduce themselves, or and then you take all these pictures, right? I love taking pictures, so every time I meet somebody at a Comic-Con, I want at least one picture with them and their family, you know? So yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to most is the people, the pins, the box. And then I like all these independent comic guys are also very, very cool. Addiction Comics. You know, like I go hang out with their booth, I chat with them, with Vincent and Anthony and David Quinn and Andres Labrada and these guys. You know, they're a lot of fun to hang out with. And then in the nights, you know, every night is a party, man. Every single freaking night is a party. So they all come out. We're all hanging out. It's a good old time, whether it's a nightclub in the VeVe party or whether it's my party with a lounge or whether it's, you know, something else. And then some of us usually end up staying in the same hotel. So we'll end up kind of walking down together, grabbing breakfast, chatting about what we picked up. And it's like a freaking high school reunion every single day. It feels like something like that. Sort of. Yeah, the people part. If you haven't experienced one of these, you know, VeVe events, you probably want to at least at some point find the closest one to you and actually make it happen. And New York's the biggest one. It is the biggest one. It is the most marquee event where VeVe throws a lot of money at it, man. A lot of money, and the fans too. A lot of fans come out.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely second that as well. Like, you know, if you ever get a chance to meet up with any of the VeVe fam in real life in your local area, definitely do it. I mean, I know I myself have done it a couple of times now over in London. Met like the likes of Wiseman, Falcon, Master Ronnie, VeVe. I always struggle with that one. Yeah, just it's always a fantastic event, and I'm super jealous. I can't go to New York Comic Con, so I'm relying on everyone to take awesome photos, lots of videos, so I can live vicariously for you guys. But I am going to Vegas, so I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And yeah, it's the same thing. Like, I'm looking forward to meeting like Hinano and D for the first time. Josh is going out there as well. Fro's going to be there. Double Quill. I mean, it's I just can't wait.
Yeah, you have a number of people. You have Kryptoni coming as well. You know who Kryptoni is, right?
Oh, he going as well?
Huh?
Oh, wicked! I didn't know that.
Yeah, Kryptoni's going too. He's a Grammy nominated artist, man. Did you know that? He's a Grammy nominated artist who's done the album for Chris Brown, and he's going to be there. Yeah, so you're gonna have some serious.
It's like, oh damn.
Yeah, and he's hardcore VeVe fan. He's coming out to. See, I haven't finalized my trip to Vegas as yet. You know, there's so much going on at that time of year for me. I want to come. I will try to at least fly out for a day or something. You know, just fly in, party with you guys, and leave the next day. But it'll be last minute kind of thing. Just, you know, I'm working on a deal, man. That just doesn't make it easy. I'm like literally, I'm the whole weekdays I'm just banging away at work. Yeah. And then in the nights I'm calling people and trying to DM and get shit done. You know, so and I think spending 4 days at Comic-Con is gonna really kind of leave me backlogged quite a lot, man. So anyway, we'll see. Hopefully if I get caught up and I have the time, I'll come down for at least a day and meet you. I do want to meet you, Osman. I obviously in Collector. Are you coming CollectorCon Digital? Are you gonna be there?
No, New York's on my birthday, so I have other plans. But I'm gonna be in Vegas.
Vegas.
Yeah, we're talking Vegas.
Yeah, I'm in Vegas. I'm in Vegas.
Okay, that sounds great. I'm looking forward to connecting with you as well, man. Like you know, your videos are absolutely amazing, spectacular.
Thank you.
Great work. You do amazing work. By the way, do you have a logo as well?
Gold and silver, no.
You don't have a gold and silver logo?
No.
Would you mind shooting me a quick DM with, you know, your profile and a little bit about your, you know, like, because, you know, it's one of the hardest things to do is to go and, you know, shill yourself to someone, right? So, so I'm happy to try and make the case for you. Not try and make, I will make the case for you. I mean, whether you get one or not from anyone is up in the air, but shoot me a note.
Thank you.
Yeah, because, you know, I am, one of the, it's not confirmed. So one of the things that I want to do is at the party announce one or two kind of recognize a couple of community members. And you were, very high on my list last time as well. And so, so let's see if you, and you've never had a logo, you've never got a logo or any such thing?
No.
Okay. All right, very good. So let me make the case. All right. So shoot me, literally what I need is your profile, the profile image, and just tell me a little bit about, when you joined VeVe, what's your passion? Tell me a little bit about your channel as well. That usually helps,
Yeah.
Like, how many subscribers and views and how long you've been doing it and all that good stuff. And I really liked, was that the Blackpink one you done? You done a Blackpink one, correct?
Yeah.
That was a good one I'd watched as well. I mean, anyway, whichever one, you want to sort of highlight, that would be great. And here's what I can promise. I will, when I meet David, and I will have some alone time with David on the 18th, because he's going to bring some merch to give away at the party, Go Logo party. And I have to meet him sometime a little earlier to store it all at a secure facility and, kind of go over the mechanics of how he wants to give it away and stuff. So I'll have a little bit of time there, and I can, make the case. I'll pre-send him a note. Usually that's how, I like to do it, is just pre-send him a note saying, hey, listen, when I meet you, I'm going to talk to you about this topic. So that way he has time to think about it. So, that's, if you haven't figured that out so far, even in life, whenever you want to get a promotion, you want to get a raise, you want to get anything, don't go ask for it directly. Just give them a heads up saying, hey, listen, on Thursday, I'm going to come to you about this topic and here are some thoughts. So then, when you go there, they're ready, So,
well, I'm
out of my friend. I will try. Okay.
No, I'm at a little lost for words right now because I'm never good for in these moments. But I really, really appreciate. No. Hey, regardless of what the outcome is, I appreciate the thought and the effort. So,
just say thank you, damn it.
We'll try.
Thank you.
We'll make the case. So we'll see what happens here. But it's you're long overdue, brother. You've done some great work. But please do me a favor. If you get it, don't sell it in the market right away.
No. I wouldn't.
All right, brother. Just keep it for a while.
Hey, to second what Mr. MC was saying about Felix earlier, because Felix is a gold and silver logo holder as well. I've developed a pretty good relationship with him. He is an absolute gem. He's not someone in the community who has like a YouTube channel or anything, so not everybody knows the guy, but everybody should, because that guy is he's a very, very just genuine dude, and he's very passionate about collecting. I was just talking with him in my Discord the other day, and he's just everything MCP, how many points you're earning, like he's so into the future of VeVe and everything about kind of what they're doing.
You met his brother?
I gotta show it.
Have you met his brother?
Willie? Yeah, I have. Yeah.
So Willie's another amazing guy. So he's Felix's brother, but his collection is just as good, man. Like, Willie's amazing. I met them in France, both of them. And so Felix introduced me to this guy, Willie, and I thought just, his brother, he probably has like a few collectibles. Then he flipped out his phone and he showed it to me. I'm like, holy shit, you're a serious collector, man. He's like, yes, Mr. MC1, I'm like a big collector, this, that, and the other. And then he says, I want a gold logo. I'm like, okay, let's put you in line. And he got one too.
I'm pretty sure he has multiple, but I think he like one of the topics I was talking about with him, because he's everything MCP. Ron's new music, he's up to like 200 and something of the secret rares, because he's just like he just loves the points.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's bought like 200 plus. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. No. Well, Willie and Felix are buying them together.
Oh,
from my understanding, I think they share like a main account, but they have like 200 plus just for the points.
Oh, they must have. They have two accounts, but they might be loading up together on one to get the MCP status. But but maybe I should get them something from Ron. I'm going to meet Ron in New York as well, and Felix is there, so maybe we'll get something and ship it to. Or have Felix take it back to Willie. That would be pretty awesome, man. I think he'd love it. Besides,
they're amazing guys.
250 of Ron's secret.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have Ron record a message for him or something. That'd be pretty.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
He'd like that.
Yeah, we can ask Ron if he's happy to record a message or whatever. That'd be pretty awesome.
But also,
guys...
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you guys, what's new on your channels? What's exciting and fun coming up?
Ooh, okay, Josh, do you want
Gosh.
to go first, or
Dude,
are you kind of lost for words?
No, a couple weeks ago I was a little jab there, huh? A couple weeks ago, I was like thinking of what topics to put together. Now I'm like, what do I put together first? Because there's so much going on. But I want to recap Ben's appearance in O'Malley's space because he did an interview with him, which was nice. I really want to keep an eye on Ben and just follow his every move right now, and just make sure I'm covering everything that he's kind of doing. And then just based on what the team said in the short term, I don't know how soon that's going to be, but I'm really hoping we can get some VeVeViverse content out there soon, whether that's going to be coming from us directly or just behind the scenes content from the team. But I'm hoping to be able to start doing some of that soon. But while I'm on that topic, just before I forget, because that brings me back to the Marvel logo that we were talking about before, I think a really good thing, and I'm sure you probably already thought about this, Mr. MC1, a dedicated space, exclusive space for the logo holders, Marvel Club, right? Or the VeVe Gold and Silver logo, but having like a dedicated space inside the VeVeViverse where they have to, prove that they're holding one of those logos in order to get access to the space. And then inside that space, you can do so much, from aesthetics to linking out to, let's say, like the Marvel Comics website, right? That you said you wanted to kind of integrate a little bit more. So you can do so much in a virtual space. You could also have stream boards that are showing exclusive content to these guys, right, inside of the space. So I think that's something that you would definitely have to put on the list.
So let me share a couple thoughts. So viewers, man, like I've been in the beta since I don't even know when, because I was in the first 30, right? It's been like forever and ever. But so these are things we've asked for already. Number one. Number two is in VeVeViverse, even your own pad, right? Whichever space, you can create as many spaces you want. The space that you create, you can invite anybody you like. So I think it'd be good if VeVe has this automated token gating mechanism. If you have a collectible, you can enter a space, not just for logo, for anything, right? Like whether it's partners or whether it's golden moments or something like that, or whatever you want to do. But separately, even if they don't have it today, like I have the ability to create a room where I can, just like the way I run the Telegram group, right? I can create a room and I can invite only the people that are validated logo holders. So the only thing is the administration of that is a, freaking pain in the ass. But even that, it's not terrible once you, in the beginning, it's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, there's only maybe 8 to 10 logos that sell in a month. So if you have some degree of tracking of who sells their logo and when, you can update that list. It's just that it's not instant. Like somebody sells a logo today, it's not like the next minute they're not in the club. They'll still be there till you kind of cut it. So what you want is doable today, but maybe VeVe has a space where they can token gate it automatically and stuff. I just don't know how that works. So we'll see. That'd be good if they can do it. I agree. It should be on the list of things. But I think it might be a phase 2. I think the first phase would probably be just making sure everybody in the VeVe fam has their own space, and you can go in and do what you want with your space, and you can invite your friends and do things. I think that's sort of the win for them. And then the next phase could be, okay, now there's licensor spaces and it's token gated, or like even there's even on spatial and stuff, right? Like Vogue has a space where everybody can go in, but then there's one door that you can't go beyond unless you have some stuff, right? So token gated. So it's just a natural evolution, driving cars, driving things, who you invite, all kind of, it's a natural evolution to come.
Oz, anything to you want to add to that?
No, mate, I was quite happy just sitting back and relaxing, just listening to you, like, have just chat VeVeVibes. So I know this is one thing you've been dying to talk to someone about for a long time, and what I have to say is that if you can't manage to swing a logo, at the very least, give this guy some access to VeVeVibes just so we can shut him up, please.
Well, hey, dude, yeah, hey, the team knows that. So if MC could let me in right now, I think he would. But
Well, let me, the guy to start with about that is Eagle Eyes, right? And OMW, I think more Eagle Eyes. So just let him know, man. Like,
oh yeah, he let me know. He's pretty much waiting for the go ahead. There's somebody waiting to make the call. It just hasn't happened yet. So,
here's the thing, if you're friends with somebody and they have a lot of influence, you can call them every 5 minutes and ask for something, right? That's you're not gonna get anything. So you got to pick up that phone very smartly, right?
Yep.
So collectors con Josh, I'm happy to pick up that phone and dial for a gold logo for you. You know what I mean? And make the recommendation. But chasing down your VeVeVibes access, I don't know, brother. Maybe just stand in line and with pitchforks and keep fighting your battle.
Yeah. No, hey, I understand that. No, Osman's not wrong though. I got a big smile on my face that we're talking about it.
Yeah, sorry. I thought they put a big. I just thought they put a giggle on your face. That's all.
Yeah. Dude, I kept thinking about it today too because I was streaming the game now that they announced Assassin's Creed, and I downloaded the game. I was ready to go. I was like, I'm on the intro animation slide. I'm just going to go right into the game. This is going to be productive. I go right into the game. Game crashes, and then it does it three more times.
No.
I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, I really wish I was just in the VeVeVerse right now, just building, just doing my thing, But hey.
All right, guys, I'm going to step down here and just listen for a little bit. I just, I wanted to literally come up for like 5 minutes to talk about that Marvel thing, but this is a great conversation. Loved it, guys. Collectors Gone Digital. Don't forget to send me that note. Just make sure it's very succinct and addresses the points that I asked for, because that's literally what I will send on, and then I'll have a conversation in person when I meet, David. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you again for being willing to do that. I'll send it all through.
Yeah, brother. I mean, I really want to see all our content creators taken care of and, very loved and respected and, all that stuff. So I'm a big fan of you guys. Arguably, so, the June space on my birthday was one which, was just amazing. I loved it. I thought it was great that we got to recognize and give out so many logos to so many people, Clarissa, Osman, a bunch of folks, right? Lots and lots of people, and just the whole exposure and just calling out people's names was great. I wanted to do one in October as well, but, my IRL work just like, I'm working crazy hours. And then I've got this New York Comic Con party thing, and just, it's just like I got sucked into it, and then I still, like on my list of things for VeVe, I'd said, look, I would still love to recognize two content creators at my show, even if they're not there. Didn't say anything about a logo or anything, like that's like a next level detail, right? That's, that's for them to kind of recommend and for me to go and kind of chase down if it doesn't come automatically. So we'll see, we'll see if we can do it as part of that. That would be great. But yeah, and maybe we should still do that space sometime in December now. I don't think November's going to work out for me. Yeah, I'm shocked, man. But maybe in December we'll do another big kind of content creator space, celebrate all of you guys and all the cool stuff you guys have done. I mean, some of the channels have become so much more, like D and Hinano have hit next level. You guys have hit next level. I mean, I can see that on the frequency of what you do, the quality of what you do, both voice and video, the guests that you have. Like one idea for you guys is to have musical guests on your channel. There is so much, like just going through this party, there is so much talent in the VeVe fam with music. So much. You guys should basically invite them to perform on your channel. Whenever, like Emoji has something, Dokta Strange has something, the whole bunch of people have something or the other. invite them to release their singles or whatever it is on your channel, or perform their singles live on your channel acoustically or whatever, and that I think would be good for them, good for you guys, and it takes it to the next level. Think of like the Jay Leno show, right? Or what was the guy's name? Like all these other guys, right? Like all these late night shows, they all have like a musician in the background. It's a talk show and they have a musician in the background. That should be a gold standard. There's a reason why they have it. They've been doing it for like 40 years or 50 years or something. There's a reason why they do it. There's a reason. In fact, if I gave you one advice, it would be to look at, all those. Obviously, you want to look at your contemporaries who have channels and, with millions and millions of followers and what they do and how they keep interest and this, that, and the other. But you probably want to pick up some from the other side as well. So anyway, all right, guys, I got to really step down now, but I'll listen. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the space, and good luck with everything.
Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. MC, for dropping in. And it was a fantastic conversation. Yeah, I can already see a couple of comments here in the chat saying, like, one from Three Biggest Bro, Josh 100% deserves it. Great content creator in the community. And yeah, not just I just want to give Josh a big shout out for all the content creation that he does, but I also want to give a big shout out to anyone else out there that does content creation. I personally know how hard it is to sort of maintain the doing content creation to start with. I mean, like we've got amazing content creators here in the space with us already. I mean, like just from the likes of myself, Josh. We've also got Hinano and D in the background is there, like with the Real Uncommon podcast. Those guys, like MC, were saying, they're absolutely taking it to the next level and totally killing it. Especially now they've had a newborn little prince on the way and they're still going strong. I don't know how they do it. You got the likes of Double Quills there in the background as well, still going strong with her blog writing. Dokta Strange, say, with all the musical talent that comes with him, and also helping me co-host the show on Wednesdays as well. Much appreciated. And we also got the other likes of, who else can I see in there as well? And and also the likes of like O'Milly, Emoji, Mains, Jay East. Anyone else is holding spaces or creating content? Anyone else I can't think of off the top of my head? Anybody? This is just creating content. Keep doing what you're doing, and I highly encourage you, if you're actually thinking about maybe giving it a go, creating your own content, do it. Just do it, and give it a go. Don't be afraid to try, because you never know where it might lead. I myself did the same thing. I never once thought in a million years I'd be sitting here in front of a microphone, talking to all these amazing people from across the world, and just sharing the collecting passion with everybody, and meeting these amazing people. And wow, it's been a fantastic experience. So basically, if it can happen to me, it can happen to you. So that's my little bit of encouragement, guys. Don't be afraid to try.
And I'll take the moment to shout out Tails as well, because that dude dropped another video absolutely just nailed it, hit it out of the park. So
yes, I actually made an attempt to actually have a whole list of talking points, and Tails, he was definitely on there.
I'm gonna pin that actually.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, no. In case you haven't seen it, Tales from the Rizzo has released the Alien Marine Chapter 1, the Hunt. But he is basically a little short video he made using the aliens collectibles that we have on VeVe. I'm assuming they're collectibles. If they're not, they look pretty damn good. And it's made in Unreal Engine, and it looks amazing. And he's a very adamant Aliens fan like myself. And it's just the content he creates, whether it be Unreal Engine, VeVeVerse, whatever he's into, just fantastic. Even some of the sketch art he does is just amazing as well, because he had some of the sketch arts he had a while back. I think he auctioned off. And talent. All I can say is lots of talent. Who else do I have in mind? Actually, just on the subject of all the content creators getting together, I did actually see bookmark a really good post that I saw. I think it was from Mains, yes. He said, who would like to see a one-off special space with all the hosts from the community? I'm pretty sure we have at least 10 to 12 hosts who provide fantastic content all year round. I think it's time we all got together in a space to discuss 2025 and how we continue to push forward. I think that is a fantastic idea. Let's get all the content creators together. We can hold like one big mega space, and just all get together. It's like, just relax, chill out, throw ideas around, just have a good time. What do you reckon, Josh?
Sorry, I was actually commenting on one of the people that just tagged me, including the biggest bro. So can you just repeat that real quick?
God, so rude. So rude.
I'm sorry. I end up being rude while I try not to be rude by ignoring them.
No, it's just like this. Awkward.
By the way, because the biggest bro just popped back in. I saw he had dropped out. Thank you so much for what you commented, dude. I really appreciate that. But sorry, Oz.
No, it's all good, man. I'm just playing. It said, who would like to see a one-off special space with all the hosts from the community? And I'm pretty sure, so I'm pretty sure we have at least 10 to 12 hosts who provide fantastic content all year round. It says, I think it's all time we got together to discuss 2025 and how we continue to push forward. I think that's a fantastic idea.
Yes, I do too. I second that. I feel like there's more than 10 to 12, but yeah, I think as many as you possibly can get, would be amazing.
Yeah, also have a big mega space. Be like the mega space, like epic. Everyone can get together. We can all throw ideas around, just relax, chill out, talk all fandom, comics, music, whatever we're all into. It'd be great. I can just see it now. Obviously, depending on time, I'm definitely going to be there. And we'll see what happens. We'll try and make it happen. So that was on top of my list of things to talk about. Let me just tick that off.
You I want to, if it's cool with you, you want to go back to the drops real quick, because we have yet to talk about the FiGPiN collaboration.
Yes, we did. Okay, let's go back to FiGPiN. So FiGPiN. So it says here we got FiGPiN KFC. So in case you haven't heard, ladies and gentlemen, VeVe has partnered with FiGPiN, and in association has partnered with KFC. So Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Insane.
That's it. And if you didn't catch the Wednesday show, Web V Wednesday, myself and Dokta had a very in-depth discussion about potatoes and gravy and the ratio of how much gravy you should have on your potatoes and fried chicken. It was very deep and I want to say fulfilling, but it wasn't, because I felt really hungry afterwards. But KFC is partnered with VeVe, and they've released the FiGPiNs, which I think is really, really cool. So let me just bring up the article here.
Which in my video, I was saying FiGPiN, which I think is a way better name, because I was thinking physical, phygital. They got the digital app and then the physical pins, but it's apparently FiGPiN.
FiGPiN, yeah. But I can't second that. Yours sounds much better. The FiGPiN. The physical pin.
I feel like it just works better, right?
Yeah. Let me know out there in the comments. What do you reckon? Do you prefer FiGPiN or FiGPiN?
They don't even need to change the spelling. They just change the pronunciation. That's it.
I like it. But let's have a look at the drop details here. So it says, Colonel Harlan Sanders was born on the 9th of September, 1890. I can already see that being a very popular number. At the age of 40, he perfected his secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices that many enjoy today. This 3D digital collectible pin is offered via redemption code to match a meticulously crafted collectible FiGPiN, though I like FiGPiN better, with a hard enamel of Colonel Sanders holding a bucket of finger-licking good fried Kentucky chicken. That's just making me hungry just reading that. So it says here, drop date is the 16th of October 2024 at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It says the listing price is via promo redemption. So the edition size is 550 editions, and they are ultra rare. So basically, I think the way this is going to work is you go down to the VeVe booth, you get yourself one of these pins, and they're going to have a redemption code with them. And then with that redemption code, you can use that on the app, and they'll give you your digital pin. And of course, there's 550 of them, so it's first come, first serve. And then if we sort of come down here a little bit more, we do have a secret rare.
Just to add to that, though, I don't exactly know how all the details are working, but they mention how there's only 350 of them at the booth. They're only holding a certain number. So even though the edition's 550, the first day will be 350. So it's a smaller amount. And then if you don't have the opportunity to get it by the time they run out, then I think next day they're restocking. I think that's how they're doing that. So David said something about how they need to manage how much they're actually holding at the booth. So
actually, yeah, so I did remember seeing something, but I'll have to look it up. But we do also have a secret rare drop as well. So it's more or less the same pin, but I think it's more just in a metallic sort of color. So it says here, Colonel Sanders. Okay, it is a different thing. So it says, Colonel Sanders opened the first Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise in Salt Lake City in 1952. That's another number that's going to be important. Today, KFC is served at over 150 countries and territories around the world. This 3D digital collectible pin is a variant offered via digital redemption upon purchase of the collectible FiGPiN of Colonel Sanders at New York Comic Con 2024. So same deal. Say 16th of October drop date. Via a promo redemption code is your list price, and there's only 200 of these available. And that is our Secret Rare Comic-Con exclusive. But before I go any further, we have Dokta Strange off the stage. Doctor, how are you, sir? You heard KFC and chicken and went right back to our conversation about gravy and potatoes.
Hey, man, I need that gravy. I got the biscuits. I need that gravy overflowing over the bowl like they show it in the ad. You know what I mean? I want either that or you got to give me the separate bowl like they used to do. You know, I can't. Yeah, so yeah, man, I'm doing good though, man. You know, tired, always working. But welcome to adult life, right? Everybody here is probably tired, right?
So. Oh, mate, I am absolutely shattered. I know exactly where you're coming from, but we power on.
Yeah, man. I just been trying to be everywhere at once. You know what I'm saying? I be hopping in people's live streams. They don't even know I'm there because I'm too busy to even say anything. So, like, I was in Josh's live stream yesterday. He was like playing some racing game. It was looking sick, but I couldn't even say anything. I don't even think he knew I was there, man. It was like crazy. I was in the studio talking to Mr. MC1 down there. You know, I was trying to get up here while he was speaking too, but yeah, I'm just super busy over here. So I had 2 minutes. I figured I'd come up real quick.
I know, like.
I would like to say that I did see you in my chat. I acknowledged you. I did.
Awesome. I wasn't sure if I got to even put an emoji or anything. I'm like, you know how it is when you multitasking. Like, did I do that? I don't know. But yeah,
But Doctor, just while I have you here, because I did say I just on the subject of acknowledgement, you had a mate of yours, Dynamic Music, I believe. He dropped Satellite Eyes Without a Face, a motion video movie, if I remember right. That I did promise you I was going to shout out, and there you go, mate. I've just shouted out. Did you want to say a little bit about it just while you're here?
Yeah. What do I say about it? So I have an ultra talented friend, Drew Spence. You know, he's in my rap group as well. We're just some super creative dudes, man, you know, so I could say. But yeah, he does a lot, man, writing comics. You know, he has his own all types of stuff. But basically what this is, pinned it to the top. It's you know, he's a dynamic storyteller, man. No pun on the name, but crazy storyteller. You know, even a lot of our music back in the day, just really different, crazy concepts. And, you know, if you try to make like a video back in the day of what we were talking about or whatever, it would probably cost millions of dollars. So, you know, we're in the new age, and he's always stayed abreast of AI ever since it came out. And even before that, he was into CGI. He works with Daz Studio. He's actually like a trainer. He's like affiliated with them, you know, so he teaches people how to create, you know, graphics from nothing and all of that stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, so now that, you know, he has full control of that, and now he has full control over AI. And as that's been getting better, you know, at first we started just, you know, applying it to those old songs that never have video representation. So we have a YouTube channel as well, Dynamica Music. You can go check that out. And that's where the video for this song is. So basically he made a cover song for Eyes Without a Face, the old Billy Idol classic. Mm-hmm. And he also has developed an AI artist. It's a female. And he has a couple of albums out with this artist. So that's something we were experimenting with, just seeing like how distributors, would they say no? Would they, you know, so we experimented a bit, and they're taking to it. No issues. And it's really dope music. And he also, you know, has made videos for all of her songs, all of her singles, or, you know, a lot of songs. And it's just, you know, things are evolving. So, you know, being that he's such a crazy writer, man, if you ever check out any of his comics, again, if you just Google like Drew, D-R-E-W, and then Spence, you'll see his stuff come up, man. But, you know, his comics are crazy, all that stuff. So that's another thing I'm trying to do is also, you know, bring him over to the VeVe side of things, because some creatives, they get so deep into their stuff that it's hard for them to also keep an eye on all these other things going on. And you know how some people are, they need to kind of see it in their face to actually believe it or understand what really is going on. So I've always put him on to VeVe ever since I've been on it. And to him, it's like, oh, it's just some weird stuff he's into. But at the same time, he's a comic book head, obviously writes comics. So he gets it, you know what I mean? But then again, he doesn't get it, So it's one of those things. And now that, once he moved into actually doing comics, and then at the same time as he was evolving, VeVe was evolving, saying, oh, we're going to work with independent comics and this and that. And then it really happened, once we got the VeVe Comics app and all of this stuff. And then now you see, comics from Evermind to Sanity, coming out with Swaggle House. So, these things are moving, and they're definitely putting their money where their mouth was. And so as these things are evolving, I'm trying to grab him and pull him in, bro, now's the time. It's really serious, because it's crazy. My boy, he has his book in physical print. It's not widely distributed though. That's a whole nother aspect and hurdle you got to deal with. But, he basically did things in reverse. He makes enough money in real life to kind of fund his own projects and do his own thing. So when you're doing a comic and you do a Kickstarter, it's really to seriously generate enough funds to print or for marketing or for whatever your goal is, right? But he did his Kickstarter saying it's for all those things. And that's the problem, is some people do Kickstarters and it will get funded, and sometimes they still can't deliver, and then you run into a problem of credibility and all these things. So he kind of did a Kickstarter with everything already printed. So it was whether it sells out or it fails, everybody will definitely get what they pay for either way. And, either way, it's still going to come out. But, yeah, it just blew me away that these guys, they're on the VeVe app. And then a couple of weeks after they were already on the app, then they started a Kickstarter. So I'm just sitting here man, if we could sell out our Kickstarter in a week and a half and ours is printed and we got collectibles, I just need to bridge that gap. You know what I mean? So I just felt like I needed to do a better job of trying to be that bridge, So yeah, man, that's it, man. But yeah, the video is crazy. You got to hit the link to bring you to YouTube to see the full movie. It's about 10 minutes. But yeah, it's all created using CGI and the latest AI tools available.
No, very, very cool. So yeah, go there, guys. So that's pinned in the comments there. So if anyone's interested and wants to check it out, like I said, it is a Satellite Eyes Without a Face, and they're, like Doctor says, being created by with CGI and AI, and as by dynamic music. So check it out, give them some support, and yeah, very, very cool stuff. So Doctor, now that we've actually got some drop details for what's coming to New York Comic Con, is there anything in particular now that you're excited about? Now we actually have some more juicy details, more than what we were discussing on Wednesday.
Believe it or not, the VeVe logo pins, I like that. Very limited though. Wish it had a digital counterpart, but that's fine. VeVe logo pins are cool. That Spider Mobile, very intriguing. I like the whole shooting a web out.
Be careful with the Mobile. We got double quill in this.
That's it.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, if you say mobile, that's just, I picture a dude walking down the street with a big briefcase and a cord and a phone coming out of it.
Mobile was how they were spelling it in my chat, and now everybody's like, "Oh, dude, you were saying it wrong." And it's I'm going to bed thinking about this now. It's gosh, double quill, what'd you do to me, man? So yeah, it's
so yeah.
Just had to point that out. But
I think for the I was talking about the Spider-Man with a couple of people like Omi-Wan, Nino, and I was saying what I would have preferred is I know we got a black suit Mighty, right? But he has the red stripes, red stripes. Maybe do one where it's a black suit, but with the white, you know what I'm saying? Or more in line with how he looks on the cover of Secret Wars. like the Spider-Man emblem. So if you're gonna give me the same pose and all of that, then you got to give me like a totally like, it got to be black suit. I mean, y'all like spray painting over stuff anyway. You might as well. I wasn't supposed to say that. So it's all black, and then you could just do, you know, make it all black. I don't know, or just give me the white pinstripes. But you got to do that. If you're not gonna do that, then all right, I understand its legalities with the New York Yankee hat and all of that. All right. So number one, where you went wrong, you can't give me a gray New York hat. Nobody, when y'all come to New York, you're not going to see nobody with a gray hat on with a New York in the front in any font. So that's not even New York. That doesn't say New York. That doesn't say Comic-Con. I don't know who that speaks to. So the gray got to go. So first thing you got to do is make the hat navy blue. All right, we understand legalities with the font, with the NY font. So even keep the NY, but the hat got to be blue. All right, so now you covered. All right, it's that's as good as you're going to get for a non-licensed New York hat. So there you go. But then you got to, if you're going to keep everything, the pose the same, you got to put a pair of Timberlands on his feet, even if they're the fake Tims. Even if they're the fake ones, you can go with just regular constructions out of Walmart, whatever you got to do. I'm cool without the Timberland emblem on them, but I need some construction Tims on them. That's New York. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put a Henny bottle, a fifth of Henny in his hand, you could do that. It could be a fake bottle. But, you know, that's the classic, you know, all three of those things go together to make it New York. I understand, all right, the Henny bottle might be too much. Maybe a 40 ounce. You can't go with the 40, it's fine. All right, but then I need the hat and the Tims. That's all I'm saying. I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love that. Like, you know, if you're gonna make it like from New York, actually make him like from New York, like we're like the genuine like New York, not just like like just a hat and be done with it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, you gotta switch it up. So if it's gonna be traditional colors, you have to give me those extra accessories, and then if not, then just give me a black one, like an all black or something. Like, but I just you know, because the way I found out about it, I was on the phone with Omi-Wan when it like the article dropped, and I was at work, so I couldn't talk to him and be on the phone and then still be doing my little job or whatever. So I'm like, all right, just tell me what the article says. So he's telling me about it, and I'm hyped, and I'm like hyped. I'm thinking it's something totally new, and then like. Yeah, when I just pull up the picture, I'm like, nah, this is not what he was talking about. Now I'm scrolling and scrolling. I'm like, nah, that wasn't it. I know that wasn't it. And yeah, that was it. So, yeah, a little less, you know, it could be better. It could be better. Are you guys going for it? That's the question. You going for it?
Me, no, not for me.
Nope.
I mean, if they could have just worked out a licensing deal, they could have just sold me the hat and then I'll just put it on my Spidey. But it would have had to be an official hat. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
I don't know. So just we sort of got interrupted with the FiGPiN, which I like so much. But Josh, was there anything else you wanted to talk about in regards to the KFC partnership with FiGPiN?
Yes. KFC is just the start, which is really interesting because it's kind of like it's like a very, very small Viz Media, if that makes sense. Because Viz Media has the umbrella of licenses they have access to, and then it's the same thing with FiGPiN. Although VeVe hasn't like confirmed this or anything, I'm guessing they probably just got KFC through FiGPiN.
Yep.
Like I'm not picturing a New Zealand and Australian, you know, co-founders going to like some chicken franchise in the US being like, hey, hop on our collecting app. I don't know. I wouldn't put anything past David, but I don't really see that happening. So if KFC kind of marks the beginning, then they have DBZ, they got Naruto, they have like some really big names. And I feel like it's only like a certain number of times that VeVe needs to like cross paths with these IPs before they like really sign them. And it's like, at this point, it's like, okay, if they can't get, you know, something like Dragon Ball through Viz Media, then can they get Dragon Ball through FiGPiN? Like, you know, so there's so many different avenues they can kind of like poke at them now. But yeah, I think the partnership's super cool. I started with pins, so it's kind of like a full circle moment for me, but I've never gotten my hands on like an actual FiGPiN, but the quality looks really good from the videos that I've seen. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see what other brands they bring. But as for KFC, I laughed pretty hard. I don't think anyone saw that coming. So
yeah, it's definitely a bit different, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm all for it. not going to be going for it. Well, I can't. Never mind. I can't.
Oh, very cool. All right, I'm just trying to think what have we got left to talk about. So we've covered basically just about everything I can think of, like that. But there is one left that we haven't talked about yet. Oh, sorry, I just got a comment from Mahalo Joe. Like, have you guys talked about the Marvel logo yet? Yes, Mahalo. We had Mr. MC1 came up and spoke about the Marvel logo. But if you want to come up and talk a bit more about the Marvel logo, you're more than welcome to. That also goes for anyone else out there as well. If anyone wants to come up and speak, say a few words, you're more than welcome to at any point during the show. Like we always say, as long as you're kind and respectful and not a dick, as D-Less always very kindly put. That's what this space is all about. It's about collecting and connecting with others, enjoying the fandom, just letting us know your collecting journey, what you're into. Marvel, DC, VeVe, Crypt Toys, Candy. So we're all for it. Like, just yes, if you're just looking for somewhere to come and chill with other like-minded collectors, this is the place for you.
I also want to reiterate what Mr. MC1 said and say be careful with the whole FOMO thing right now, because I know a lot of people are talking about the logo. I just want to
exactly
put that out there.
Nothing's set in stone yet. It's all just talk. So just be responsible. Actually, that feels like a good segment into this, because we haven't done this yet.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Nothing ever said on this channel is classed as financial advice in any shape or form. I have enough trouble with my own money, let alone anyone else's. So do what you feel is the best thing for your circumstances. Please don't do something silly by using the kids' college fund, your retirement fund, or mortgaging your house for like a Weapon X or something like that, even though it does look really cool. Please be responsible. And yes, everything said on this channel is purely for entertainment purposes only. And also, if you haven't watched anything good lately, I highly suggest Shogun. If you enjoy reading lots of subtitles, it's basically the Game of Thrones of Japan. Or if you want to get yourself a quality air fryer, I always suggest a Ninja Foodie. It's a very, very good investment. It will change your cooking experience forever. And then back to our regular list.
Oh, now you're dropping the actual brands, dude. You got to wait for the sponsorships for that.
I know.
You got to get the numbers bigger, and then you got to,
I know. No, I just really, again, it's just like VeVe. I just really enjoy the product, and I like speaking about it.
See, word of mouth. It really does work.
It does. But now there is one last drop that we haven't covered yet, and that is from Mr. Ron English. We covered his comic, but we haven't actually covered his actual collectibles drop, which is from VeVeVibes, Ron English, DJ Big Bot, and record number 1. So this looks really, really cool. So it says, DJ Big Bot spouts original banter as he dances. There may be a lot of now in forevers, and there is none in never. Remember, time and space go on forever. The earth makes for a good womb for the terrible tomb. That was really, really bad rapping on my part. I should have got Dokta to do that. But drop details, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like they're going to be animated, so they may possibly dance. That could be cool. But they are. It's dropping on the 18th of October, 2024. Price point is 25 gems, and there's 3 of them. So we have our common, which is 1,800 editions. We have which is a rust, so it's kind of like a red sort of rusty looking dancing robot, big fat belly with a cassette tape head as a head. Then we've got our silver, which is our ultra rare. It says DJ Big Bot Silver Rust. He just needs a good shine. Again, 25 gem price point at 888 editions. And then we go down here to our gold. Still worth his weight in gold. It says the Gold Rust. 25 gems, 200 editions. So very scarce. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, there's more. If you manage to acquire one of these, you also get a free craft out of it, according to this. So it says DJ Big Bot Records number 1 craft. It seems that the humans have worked very hard over many centuries to mechanize labor, and through plugging everything into one single hard-working robot, which is it's called Frankenstein, or like Frankenrobot. Okay, it says record number 1, Frankenstein. Robot Frankenstein. Every thought that ever escaped your mind is mine. Phones to drones. DJ Big Bot Robot controls the groove. Very cool. So it says here basically same 18th of October drop, 0 price point, 1,800 edition for the. So it looks like the edition size is going to match the big bots themselves. And what you have to do is, to be eligible for the Record 1 Frankenstein, original digital collectors users will need to hold at least one DJ Big Bot Rust digital collectible from the DJ Big Bot series. No digital collectibles will be burned during the crafting process, with store purchases eligible only. Aha. So with store purchases eligible only. So if you get this from the store, so by drop by the sounds of this, it's first in, first serve, crafting closes 20th of October. So I feel sometimes I have to make this like a little bit more like, clearer, because like some like store purchases, some people might interpret that as like buying from the store and not from drop. So yes, that's a very important detail, guys. So it looks like you'll only be eligible for this if you get it on the drop. And again, it's same with so they basically got a record for every edition. So they've got one for the gold, one for the silver, or they've got a platinum one. So for the ultra rare, which is 888 editions, same deal. It says you basically have to hold one DJ Big Bot Silver Rust collectible from the bot set. Again, no digital collectibles will be burned during the crafting process, with store purchases eligible only. First in, first serve. And then last but not least, is the premium one, which is our secret rare, 200 editions. And again, to be eligible for this one, you need to hold one Big Bot Gold Rust digital collectible from the DJ Big Bot Rust set. Again, no digital collectible will be burnt during the crafting process, with store purchases eligible only. So very, very cool. So it sounds like if you get yourself any one of these on the drop, you'll be eligible to craft yourself a free record. And what do we feel about that, Josh?
Weird drop. I'm all for more Ron music. I got nothing against the drop, by the way. I just the character is super weird to me, but yeah, it's interesting drop. Ron always brings interesting things to the platform. You never know what he's gonna bring, but no, it's nothing I'm personally interested in. So
no, me neither. I mean, like, I'm the same. Like, love Ron's work. I mean, I hold a few of his pieces, but yeah, this one for me, I may keep an eye on it in the aftermarket. But again, if this is something that interests you, definitely go for it, and good luck.
So this brings me to a question that I wanted to ask since we started this show.
Yes.
Because Ben made the comment in, I can't remember if it was the reveal video or update, but he said that VeVe is going to one up what they did last year, and this year is going to be the biggest event that they've ever ran. Do you think that based off what they've announced so far that's going to be, that kind of feels like that's going to happen? Or do you think that they announced like better stuff last year with like the Funko and the Christian Louis and stuff like that? Or do you think that there's going to be more coming, that they haven't announced everything yet?
No, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I mean, like right now they've announced like a pretty hefty chunk of basically what's going on. But I mean, maybe they'll pull something out like the very last minute. I know. Yeah,
because my answer to that is Christian Louis and Funko to me is more interesting than the partnerships they've announced so far. So I'm thinking that there is probably going to be something bigger still. I don't want expectations to be too high or anything, but yeah, I don't know. That's just my feeling. I wanted to kind of toss that out there, get some thoughts. I don't know if anyone wants to toss anything in the comments, but
yeah, definitely. If anyone has an opinion and wants to throw it in the comments, by all means, please do so. We always enjoy hearing everyone's points of view, and that just helps to add a bit of flavor to the conversation. Or like I said, if you want to come up and tell us yourself, you're more welcome to. But if you want to just chill in the background and listen, that's totally cool as well. Just appreciate everyone taking the time out of their busy day to come and chill in the space with us. It's been a pretty jam-packed episode this time around. Like, we've had basically going over the VeVe coming New York Comic Con drops. We've had Mr. MC drop in and tell us about his thoughts and visions for the possibility of the VeVe logo, the Marvel logo, which is very exciting. And yeah, just talking KFC, talking all sorts of fun stuff in between. It's been a very jam-packed episode. Love it.
And I still think there's more to cover too. I don't think we've covered everything.
No, well, I was just looking to see if there was something we haven't covered, because the only thing we haven't got yet any details on, but we know are coming, is we've got Marvel Storm, which is the next in the Metallic Red series, and we've also got Cassandra from Assassin's Creed, which also comes with a diorama.
Yeah, they have shown that. So it looks like there's going to be 2 pieces in the set. So you have Cassandra, and then you have the diorama itself. So, which I personally, as a gamer, I'm excited for. Like anything Assassin's Creed gets my eyes widening. So I like the drop. But yeah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, well, just reading a double quills. I put a comment here in the comments saying the main thing I've noticed about the comic cons is that while VeVe is still Marvel eccentric, there are more and more breakouts from other IPs, collabs, etc. than there was in previous years. That is very true.
Yeah, David said that's because before they couldn't do it though, because they were at Marvel's booth, so they were more restricted with what they could announce.
Is this time?
So now that they're breaking away, they have a little bit more flexibility.
That's it. They're going to become more free reign. Like, this is our booth. We can do what we want. Very cool. Yeah. So, like I said, like they got the FiGPiN. They've also got some more exclusive Marvel comics, which are there as well. Like, we've got the amazing. Well, someone's requested to come up. Who's that? Hey, it's the 3 biggest bro. Let's get him up to the stage here. 3 biggest bro, how are you, sir? Thanks for dropping up.
Peace and love to everybody in the space. How you guys doing on this beautiful Sunday? I'm about to head into work and start my work week, but I just wanted to come in and bless you all, guys. Thank you, Osman. Thank you, Josh, for doing this, having this space, having us so we can hang out and stuff like that. I just want to say a quick couple things to my community, okay?
Yes, sir. Go for it.
If I can.
The floor is yours, sir. Go for it.
No problem. All right, guys, look. We shouldn't dance on graves, all right? We shouldn't dance on graves. Now, there's a community out there, HRO, and it didn't go the way they thought it was going to go, right? And that's okay. But just being out there dancing on the graves, that's not what we should be doing. And the really cool thing was I got to hang out in one of their spaces. I know Waza was doing a space. I know Kobe was doing a space, big HR collectors. And the real cool thing about that was they were down, but in the end, they still had their community. They still had each other. They still had the things that they saw. They made each other cons. They made each other through the space and stuff like that. And these are the things we need to focus on. We don't need to dance on graves. We're doing good. That's good. But that could be us. I'm not saying it will. I don't think it will be, but that could be. And then are we going to be happy if somebody just sitting there talking smack about our stuff? No, it's not going to feel good. So I just want to say out there, like, leave with love, guys. Leave with the positivity. Some things didn't work out, and that's okay. And we have to be okay with that. Might happen to us too. So we don't want nobody boasting and stuff like that, or now we're making a hit list of who's next and stuff like that. That's not what it's about. It's about lifting up. It's about us being able to collect what we want to collect. You don't have to stay in one side and only collect this side. That's the beauty of collecting. You can collect whatever you want. I can collect stamps. I can collect collectibles. I can collect digital. I can collect cars. You can collect whatever you want. Let people collect, guys. Let them love, let them collect. Shout out to anybody that was with HRO. I hope things work out with the Colex, thing and going on, and my heart goes out to the people that collected, because there's a lot of people out there that bought a lot of stuff. And, we always tell people, don't use your rent money, don't use your kids' tuition money and stuff like that. So just be mindful of people, right? Be mindful of people's collecting. Don't let people feel dumb. Then you're just gonna make more enemies for yourself. Then they're gonna be like, well, what are you collecting? FUD that. And then we have more people talking crap for no reason. So I just want to say that. Sorry to bring it down a little bit, guys, but I just want to put the positivity back out there. lift people up, man. Lift people up, lead with love. All right. Again, Osman, Josh, really appreciate what you guys are doing. Appreciate you guys continuing the space. You know what I mean? Shout out to episode 50 of the Web V. That's big as hell. Shout out to Josh for gaming. I'm gonna get off the grind. I'm gonna get on there. I was playing. I was with my girl. You know, what I mean, I was with my wife. We was watching Game of Thrones, and I'm looking at my phone like, oh, I want to grind. I want to get to the feast. But you know,
Hey, you're
what I
welcome
mean?
anytime, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all I want to say. Gotta go. Gotta get ready for work. But much love to everybody in this space. Support your friends. Support the content creators, and I'll see all you motherfuckers in Vegas.
Yes, sir. It's coming up fast. Yeah, no, thanks, Bruce. Bro. All I can say is that. Yeah, no, I have to say, like, I kind of second that. Like, you know, there's no reason like to sort of bring people down. Like, it's unfortunate about what's happened to HRO. And yeah, it's yeah, like I said, it's unfortunate, but yeah, we shouldn't be, as he said, shouldn't be dancing on graves. We should, like, you know, yeah, like I said, it's actually one of the main principles of Web V, to be honest. So it's actually, like, you know, support, encourage, and just support, encourage, and just help each other get through this crazy collecting space. So yeah, no, well said, Biggest Bro, and hope you have a fantastic day at work. Don't work too hard, and yeah, hopefully you'll get a chance to game to game sometime somewhere.
Hey man, I was hoping he didn't leave so fast, but he knows I got mad love for him. I got mad love for mad people in this crowd right now. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I try to spread myself into as many projects as I can. I'm not a whale by any means. I'm not well off by any means yet. You know what I'm saying? But the little shillings I do have, I try to even get into some projects that I may not even be into, just because, you know how they say feed the beast, right? So it's like I'm trying to feed the space overall and participate in the space, even, you know, overall, even though I may not be able to be the top collector on this platform or that platform. But when it comes to HRO, I definitely liked it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a physical card and comic collector and all types of other stuff too. So I liked being able to go into a GameStop again, giving me a reason to go in that store and, you know, be on a scavenger hunt for these cards, because 9 times out of 10, the people working there didn't even know the cards were in the store. And then I'd like find them wherever, and they'd be on clearance. And, you know how it is, opening packs. You don't know what you're going to get. Then I'm immersed in this digital aspect of things. So it was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's absolutely right, man. It's not a good thing when these things go down. And, you know, a lot of people in our own community, you know, at least the ones that, you know, really active, whether it's flipping or collecting, you know, we leverage ourselves in these other platforms. So it's like, you know, it's not good when they go down. You know what I'm saying? We need more of them. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're looking around and it's not even a lot of players left. You know what I'm saying? As far as with major IPs, and now we might be looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? If the whole thing goes down. So it's like, you know, we see we got Hinano up here, man. I want to let him speak, man. What's up, brother?
Yeah, how are you, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys? Morning, or morning for me, anyway. Yeah, I wanted to come up a little bit earlier, but you know, I had some baby duties. What's up, Doctor? What's up, Collectors Gone Digital? Oz, always a pleasure to see you guys. Kind of wanted to like riff off of Doctor. You know, remember David Yu saying in a Twitter space that a rising tide lifts all ships. I've heard
Very true.
Will Weinrob say the same thing. And we need all the ships that we can get to get this space going. And another one just kind of sank to the ocean. And so our fleet's getting smaller, you guys. I'm a big proponent on diversity and unity for all. And I just really, really hope in the coming years that we can all kind of like come together so this space can actually, you know, kick off and we can actually move forward in this space. We're a very niche space right now. So I think all hands on deck. Everybody is important in this space. So I want to thank you guys for having this space. It was really, really great conversation, you guys. Josh, Oz, you guys always put out every Sunday. Even you, Doctor, with Oz on Wednesdays. You know, appreciate Web V, and thanks for having me up here, guys.
Always a pleasure, mate.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, and we also appreciate everything you do as well. Like, you know, with that Hinano, with yourself and D on your channel as well. Like, you know, the Real Uncommon podcast.
Thank you. It's all held together by duct tape and baling wire. I swear.
It's held together by the web.
Yes, sir. That's it. By the web, duct tape, and baling wire. Love it. Yeah. Also got a comment as well, like here, like the comic guy. Thanks for dropping in. Comic guy says, "I wholeheartedly concur." Yes, sir. I definitely agree as well. Like, you know, yeah, definitely all tires lift. They should lift us up. Like, you know, there's plenty of space in this crazy pond for everybody. And yeah, like I said before, we just got to help lift each other up, stay positive, and yeah, let's just keep this going, and then maybe one day it'll be like super mainstream, and we can all look back on this moment and just say, yeah, we were here when it happened.
Indeed, man. You know how life moves in waves, ups and downs, you know, roller coaster style, right? So I was going through kind of a bad week last week, and I saw, you know, I'm not really like too into the McFarlane digital project. You know, I like what they're doing over there. I like the way the collectibles look, but I just, you know, like you said, can't be everywhere at once, right? So
Yeah.
I managed to get my first one from Hinano. I won that one a while ago. And I saw the comic guy was doing a giveaway. So, you know, I participated in that, man. And I thought that it was going to be like the winner drawn and like it 100% be on Twitter. So cool. So then I saw coincidentally he was going to be on the Uncommon podcast. So I tuned in anyway, but I was like, oh, this extra incentive, you know, get to know people, see them face to face, all that. So I'm in there, and then all of a sudden Hinano pulls up the wheel. This is a million names on the wheel. I'm halfway like watching, but, you know, multitasking. I'm always working, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the wheel is really for exactly, but I'm not thinking it's the giveaway that the comic guy was doing. So they spin the wheel. Next thing I know, I hear my name called. I'm like, what? I'm like, what did I win? And it's the, you know, the comic guy's giveaway, man. It was 3 collectibles from McFarlane. So I wanted to shout him out, say thank you for doing the giveaway. Thank you to Real, Hinano, and D for doing the giveaway. But yeah, I was totally thrown off. And then I won a Grogu from Hinano. So yeah, man, if you guys don't tune in, you know what I'm saying? They give away some awesome stuff. And he has a whole, you know, membership thing, you know, Discord. Yeah, man, get involved. But just want to say thank you to everybody.
Brother's got the golden touch, I swear. He cleaned house that night. I'm so happy for you, Dokta. And shout out to the comic guy. We got to meet him for the first time on Friday. Really awesome soul. And yeah, if you guys haven't yet, check that out if you're interested. But really cool person in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, honestly, like, I just keep my eye on the McFarlane project, and when the way he cropped the picture together for the giveaway, I was like, oh, that's dope. I was like, yo, I really want that. I was like, yo, I really wanted it, yo, and I just was shocked when I won, bro. So, yeah, that was just insane, man. So that turned my whole bad week around, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, and like, you know, I said, if you haven't checked out the latest episode of Aloha Friday, yeah, they had the comic guy on, and they also had a video Shane as well, and it was a great conversation, and it was just good to see the to put a face to the name of the comic guy, yeah, awesome guy, and I highly recommend anybody to check it out.
Yeah, and also I know you got to wrap things up real soon here, but I don't know if anyone mentioned it. If they did, I missed it. But Hinano, huge congratulations on the I think it's 300 videos.
Yes, that is very true.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I mean, for me, it's a little small milestone for me, but like, you know, so 300, right? You can't equate that to Snyder's movie, but yeah, no, thanks, guys. I really appreciate that.
I love that.
100%. 300 is a lot. And
300.
Yeah, it's a lot. And to build off what Osman was saying earlier, 300 that's a testament of commitment and dedication.
Yeah.
So
we're going for 301 on Tuesday, guys. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I gotta be careful with that one. That one gets a bit loud. Very, very cool. Josh is right. It is starting to get late on my end, but I'm having such a fantastic time. I'm willing to take the risk and let it run a little bit into overtime because like I said, it's been a fantastic space. I know.
Biscuit for the biscuit.
Oh, where's the soundboard? Where's the suspenseful soundboard sound effects?
It's like this is more like that could potentially be me in a few minutes if I start getting angry phone calls. But no, I mean, like I said, it's been a fantastic space. We have fantastic speakers, great subjects, great listeners there in the background as well. See all the cool kids like just coming and going as you do in life. But we've still got a whole heap of fantastic members of the community here with us. I see the likes of like I said, we've got Hinano, Dokta Strange. I see Fro listening there in the background as well. Like Josh mentioned before, Fro, we had that fantastic video of you like with throwing balls with the Electra. So very, very entertaining. And like I shouted out to you before as well. If you haven't checked out the latest episode of Get to the Comics with Fro as my special guest, we did the Amazing Spider-Man number 101, which is the first appearance of Morbius, and it was so bad. So bad. that was the hashtag of the episode because with the sound effects and voices was just fantastic. It was a great time. And we'll see Dee's listening there in the background. I'm sure like munching on something with the prince probably in her arms, like just chilling, listening in the background. Omar's with us as well. Double Quill's been hanging in there, commenting in the comments as well. Thank you so much for chilling with us. The comic guys dropped in for a little bit, probably great like sleeving some comics or grading something or just doing comic stuff. Much appreciate, mate. King Nino, so always a pleasure having you in the space, mate. Another big supporter of the space. Mahalo Joe's there in the background as well. Now I do believe, if correct me if I'm wrong, if Mahalo Joe is still taking orders for New York Comic Con. So if you're looking to pick yourself up, I think the deadline I believe was Monday, so there is still time. If you're interested in anything, hit up Mahalo Joe, and I'm sure he'll tell you if it's still open or not. Notorious is there in the background as well. Always another big supporter of the channel. Three Biggest Bro was there as well, off to work. Hope you have a fantastic day, and thank you for reminding us that we need to stay positive of the space and look after everybody because everybody matters. Vegan Things is with us. Richard there in the background as well. Always a big supporter of the Superstar Money's channel and a big advocate of cyber security and safety. Always awesome to see you in the space, mate. NFT Gent is with us. Fried Labbits. Dr. Fuse. Always a pleasure to see you in the space, mate. When you can. I'm hoping you're able to come to Vegas because last I heard that you may be coming to Vegas. So if you are still able to, that would be awesome because I'd love to see you again. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Fuse in real life, and he's a fantastic bloke. So it'd be awesome if you can make it. Shanks is with us. Clever Jerk, like I always say, mate. Your collection is insane. You got so many awesome numbers and cool stuff in your collection. So very, very cool when you share with the one you can. And whole of other cool kids in the house. But again, guys, big thank you for everyone listening in, and a big thank you everyone for speaking the space. It's been awesome. But Josh, was there any other topics or anything you wanted to cover, like in relation to VeVe drops or anything we may have skimmed over, or anything you want to circle back on?
No, I think we covered everything on my list. I'm good. Yeah. Awesome.
Hinano, Doctor, was there anything that you guys want to talk about while you're up here? Maybe something we haven't covered yet, or something that you're interested in? Or actually, Hinano, I haven't asked you this question yet. Are there any drops that you're particularly excited for? Are you going to be going for anything?
Yeah. What is it? Amazing Annual number 1, I believe. First appearance of Sinister Six.
Yes, that's the one.
Looking forward to that one. And then the Addiction comic number 3.
Yes, that's the one.
Those two are my favorites.
Same. I'm definitely going to be going for those two. I might even go for the Ron English comic as well. What about your thoughts on the collectibles? Maybe the Wolverine for a good example. What do you think of the Wolverine? Actually, now we've actually got some drop details and a photo to back it up. How are we feeling for the Weapon X drop?
Oh, I think it looks great. Yeah, I think they did a really good job on that one. I like the detail that they have in that collectible. I'll probably hang back and maybe try to pick one up in the aftermarket, just me personally.
Yep, same.
But I think it looks great.
Yeah. What about you, Doctor? Did you have any thoughts on the Weapon X collectible? Now we actually have something to look at.
Oh man, we've been speculating and talking about this one for a while, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely lived up to my standards. I wish that the animation was a little bit more, animated. But as far as quality, off the chain, I like it. Like Josh pointed out, even the scratches and scrapes on the gearbox on the hip, it's great detail.
We were just saying before as well. They've come a long way with getting the skin detail down as well. I know, taking all the way back to when we had the likes of Lenectra and like Invisible Woman and all that sort of skin detail. Now we've sort of transitioned over to this. I mean, there's definitely a jump in quality.
Yeah, definitely. We should get better from here. So.
Yes, sir. So yeah, we just got to see what comes next. So I think we've probably got some more Wolverines on the way, and we'll see what other fun stuff is coming for New York Comic Con, because again, that is creeping up quickly as well.
They have a secret drop as well, right? According to the blog article, there's something they haven't announced yet.
Yes. Where was that? Because we covered that on the Wednesday show. It was.
Oh, I completely missed that. That might be the big announcement.
It does here. Well, it says here it says secret drop. That's all it says. Secret drop. So could that possibly have been maybe the logo that they buggered up on? Maybe, or it could be or it could be something totally different.
That's not the case, is it?
I don't know. It just
the level 100.
I don't know. Well, it just says secret drop, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'd probably guess that's something larger. Hinano, what's your thoughts on what I was saying earlier about how, they were saying they were trying to one up last year because this is their biggest show yet, but from what they've announced so far, I'm not convinced that it's their biggest. You know what I mean? Like Christian Louis and Funko. Pardon me. Christian Louis and Funko are, in my opinion, larger names than anything that they kind of announced this year. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I do agree. I thought the Funko thing was really cool last year. Maybe the FiGPiNs were what they were trying to allude to, but maybe what they're trying to say in that communication of one up last year is maybe it's tied to that secret drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, there needs to be something larger announced in order for them to still one up last year. I don't think they've done it yet. So, at least in terms of what they've announced, but.
And yeah. I know a lot of. I'm sorry, Doctor. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, in terms of IPs and things like that, I don't think that that's all they mean. I think that it's them being on their own without Marvel at a Comic-Con, and it's because the space, literally the physical space that they had before, even with Marvel, was kind of small. So from understanding the space that they have, even that in itself is a big thing. I think the collaborations between multiple booths is kind of like a bigger, expansive thing. So it just depends on how you're processing a general statement like bigger. You know what I'm saying? So it's like saying better. It's all going to be based on an opinion by the individual. I don't think it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just talking about IP. I'm just talking about IP.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think that they were, because even what they're doing for the logo holders, like come pick up this big box when you get there, and none of that existed before. So it's like you look at the totality of all the moving thing they're doing, that's already bigger. And if it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? So it's like weird things, I think. So.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, I guess on that note, guys.
Speaking of which, we got Tails in the space. So if you guys don't follow him now.
yes. We were just giving you a massive shout out, Tails, from that awesome Alien video that you posted. Was it the Alien Marine Chapter 1, made in Unreal Engine, mate? It looks absolutely amazing. So massive congratulations to you. So we'll give you one of these. Yeah, mate, I can't even imagine how long it must have taken you to actually make that. But yeah, definitely fantastic work. Yeah, it looks amazing, and I can't wait for the next chapter. And very cool. And we also got Kid Arcade in the house as well. If you haven't been following Kid Arcades, I've been prepping for a big show of his as well. And again, always a fantastic member of the community as well. Always keeping up with the chill pill and what's going on, and dropping the NFT collections from time to time. It's just great to see you in the space, mate. And on that note, guys, I think if I start winding things down, because it is getting towards 11 o'clock at night here in the UK, and so far I haven't got any angry text messages, so that's positive. But like I said before, guys, it's been a fantastic episode, great conversations, great topics, and just always good fun in between, as we always do. But before we start winding things down, Josh, was there anything else you guys wanted to cover before we start closing out?
I got everything checked on my list, but just a big thank you to everyone who came up and spoke. Biggest bro, thank you for the kind words, and then just what you were talking about keeping kind. We got Hinano, Dokta, Fro, dude, thank you. Tails, we said all that stuff about his video. Yeah, unbelievable work by him, dude. Like I wish I could say more, but I'm also like lost for like what words I should actually say here, because it's just watch the video if you haven't.
Yep.
But yeah, just thank you for everyone who came up, and we'll chat next week.
Absolutely. Actually, there was one last community shout out I forgot to mention, which is right at the bottom of my list here. Is we've had a few birthdays in the space, and I just want to give a big shout out to Evolved. He was actually his birthday a couple of days ago. So if he does happen to catch this on the replay, or if he's hanging there in the background at all, this is for you, Evolved. So happy birthday. Unfortunately, that's the best happy birthday music I can find without getting copyrighted. But you guys get the idea. So big happy birthday to Evolved. I hope you're having a fantastic day, mate. And again, another fantastic content creator in the space, where he's where he's got his own channel, Evolve Collects. So he's doing these copping or dropping videos, and also covers a lot with Kid Called Beast and Nifty Island. If you haven't checked out his project as well, I think he's got the Venomized project as well. Definitely check that one out, because again, really worth getting involved with. And also there was another legend in the space that had not so our space, like a major space, or I should say like a major influence in our space, is Mr. Hugh Jackman had his 54th birthday this a little while ago as well. So again, congratulations to you, Mr. Jackman, and big happy birthday for you, and keep going strong being Wolverine, because by the sounds of it, from what I've read in some of the news headlines, he might be sticking around for a while doing all sorts of stuff. So I thought that was cool, and I wanted to shout that out. And one last one as well, because I think this is definitely worth shouting out, because this is another member of our community. He's just always so giving and always so kind. Is a big shout out to Guri, who's currently traveling at the moment. I believe he's somewhere in Jakarta, I think. But he's been in Taipei, he's been in Japan, and he was also kind enough to send myself and other members of the community little care packages from his travels in Japan. So he sent me a little care package full of little Kit Kats and all sorts of other cool stuff that had was all full of Japanese writing and stuff like that. But it didn't matter, because my kids saw it, and the first thing they saw was the word Kit Kat, and they knew it was chocolate. It didn't matter if it was in Japanese or anything else. They knew exactly what it was. So big shout out to Guri. Stay safe, mate. Enjoy your travels, and hopefully you can join us back in space when and where you can. And that was about all the shout outs that I had. That's it. That's everything I've got on my list. Unless anyone's got anything else they want to add, we'll start closing out.
Did you shout out yourself, or did I miss that?
Did I shout out myself? I was trying to be so humble. I will do a little shout out for myself. For anyone who doesn't follow my content, I do have my YouTube channel. Get to the Comics. No, I do my own YouTube channel called Get to the Comics, where we do live comic book readings of the comic books that we have on VeVe, and sometimes we cover candy as well. And the whole idea is just basically like a Hinano commented a little while ago, is getting people to read their comic books. But we sort of take it one step further. We sort of get you to read your comic books and actually live your comic books. So we have fun doing sound effects, characters, voiceovers, anything else, just to make it a more interactive experience. And I'd like to invite members of the VeVe community up to come and have some fun. Last episode we had Fro Komi. We've had other members of the space, the members in the space as well, come up and do ones. And now this week, Hinano has a question. Yes, sir.
I have a request.
Ooh, a request.
I would love to see the comic guy. Well, we won't see him, but I would love to hear the comic guy on your show. He's also a big purveyor on reading books, and I would love to hear him read a book with you and see what his take on whatever you guys read would sound like.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, sir. Because yes, indeed, there are plans. There's scheming in the works to collaborate with the comic book guy. Yes, with the comic book guy is coming in a future episode. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. It is in the works. It is coming.
Love it.
But this week we actually have a returning guest coming on, but he's also bringing another guest with himself. I have the pleasure of having Rebel Duck back on my channel, and he is going to be joined by Lady Duck, and we are going to be covering Old Man Logan #1, which is the first storyline, I believe, with Old Man Logan in it. So that's going to be a fun read, and that's coming this coming Friday, guys, and it's going to be live. So stay tuned for the links in the socials, the promo videos, and all that fun stuff. They'll all be there and available in X in the next couple of days. So yeah, that's my little shout out, and that's all there is from me. But again, like I say always, guys, it's not just me that does this all by myself. A big shout out to everyone who takes the time out of your day to come and listen in the space with us. Big shout out to everyone who comes and speaks in the space with us. And it's you guys, the listeners, and the guys interacting in our space that makes these spaces what they are. And I wouldn't be able to do these without you. I definitely wouldn't be able to do this without Josh or Dokta, both my co-hosts from this show and the Wednesday show. For all the positivity and other members of Web V as well, because that's what this is all about, and this is what these spaces are brought to you by, which is the Web V Collective. And for any of you who aren't familiar, what the Web V Collective is, it's basically just a group of us that wanted to come together to create a safe space where we could basically geek out and just share our love of collecting, whether that be physical, digital, Marvel, DC, Star Wars. What else we got out there? We got manga, anime. So Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, whatever you're into, we're totally into it. That was just if you find it difficult to interact with others in the real world, or find it hard to find others to communicate with, that's what the space is all about. So come in, relax, and come and interact with us. And that's about all that I had. So,
all right, so I don't know if you was gonna kick it back around, so I might as well bulldog my way in. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it from New York, man. You give me a little inch, I'm gonna take a mile. So yeah, I have some parting words, man, because I wanted to say thank you for holding it down, man. This is episode 50, man. This is a crazy milestone, man. I wish that I was in a better position to do more things, man. I'm trying to get there. But yeah, man, I want to do giveaways. I want to give stuff away. And I wish we were able to pull that off. But, we'll get it together, man. But I want to thank you for doing the space. Josh, for always holding it down, man. Everybody who came to speak, biggest bro, you already know. Real Hinano, you know how we do. Everybody that came through the space, man. I see a lot of the same faces, and I appreciate everybody, man. But I just wanted to say real quick, what is it? All right, so yeah, pinned at the top, man. Anybody that's seriously into sci-fi, deep storytelling, dope videos, visually appealing, all of that good stuff, man, click the link at the top. Check out the little trailer there. It's not really a trailer. It's just the first minute of it. But hit the YouTube link, man. Check out the full movie. All my comic book people, all my sci-fi people, tagged a bunch of y'all in it. Tails, everybody I know that likes that type of stuff, man. But yeah, we work hard and we moving, man. So check that out. Appreciate your support, man. I think you'll enjoy it. And yeah, man, Spider-Man Annual #1. I'm going to be covering that on an episode of Stacking the Slack, and just finishing up editing right now. So that should be up tonight, at some point. So check that out. And yeah, man, anybody coming through Comic-Con, able to go to Sanjay's party, come through, say what's up, shake my hand, all that good stuff, man. Looking forward to meeting and greeting everybody, man. And I'm going to be actually performing at Sanjay's party, man. So just want to throw that out, man. Yeah, so that's a very rare occurrence. So anybody that is coming through will get to bear witness to that, as well. So looking forward to it.
Oh, fantastic. Now I am jealous. I'd love to be there to see that. But yeah, that's fantastic, Doctor, and a massive congratulations to you for that, man. What an opportunity! So for you, sir. Awesome. I love it, guys. All right, guys. On that note, yeah, I better start closing out because I will start getting angry phone calls soon. But yeah, again, big thank you to everyone who's taking time out of a busy day to come and chill in the space with us. Much appreciated, you guys. It's been a fantastic episode. Tons of topics. We've gone over the drops. We've gone over the possibility of what could be with the Marvel logo from Mr. MC1. Obviously, like we said, don't go doing anything rash just yet because it's all just talk at the moment. But you never know what could happen. And yeah, just covering everything from the drops to KFC to the dynamic music and his was it Satellite Eyes Without a Face. Definitely check that out and give him as much support as you can. Same with everybody in the space, guys. Anybody who's making content, anybody who's looking to try someone new, just give them as much support as possible because that's what it's all about here. We're here to help each other and lift each other up. Also, another little bit of support you can do if you feel inclined to do so is that myself, Doctor, and some other of the content creators out there all have links to buy me a coffee or other little donation pages or monetization pages or any other ways to help try and keep the lights on. Obviously, if you feel inclined to do so and you want to help out, those links are available as well. There's just little donation pages to say thank you. And just help keep us all going and keep bringing this content because it is not easy. Some of us do make sacrifices to keep bringing you these content, and but at the end of the day, it's all worth it because this is what it's all about. It's for you guys. I love it, and I will keep doing it for as long as I possibly can. And Hinano has a question.
He's being coy, you guys. Okay, StreamYards has bumped up the fee to $50. I know he pays for Canva, so he's probably paying another $11.
Yep.
On top of that, he's probably paying more than that. So he's probably paying $75 plus. Support your content creator, guys. Support Josh, support Dokta, support Oz. Buy them a coffee because right now these guys are staying up super late to give you guys this content or early in the morning, depending what time it is in the time zone. Support your community, you guys. As the biggest bro likes to say all the time, support these guys because, yeah, he's not telling you the whole thing. I know it because I pay the same bills he does, and he's being very modest here. Support your guys. Appreciate the space, Oz. 50. That is awesome. I'm in the 50th state, Hawaii 5-0. Let's go.
Nice.
So big congrats to you guys, and happy birthday to Evolve. And also one last request. If Absolute Batman drops on Candy Digital, I'm requesting that on Get to the Comics. Just
yes,
saying.
sir. Absolutely, mate. That'll be all yours. So there you go, guys. You heard it here first. And then it's called dibs on Absolute Batman because apparently it's awesome. And I haven't had a chance to look at it myself, but I'm definitely interested. All right, guys. On that note, I better say my goodbyes, my good nights before I get in trouble. But yeah, again, guys, big thank you for everyone listening in. Big thank you for our speakers, Dokta Strange, Hinano, Mr. MC1 for coming up and talking about the possibilities of the Marvel logo. Really interested to see what him and Sleepin come up with and where it all goes. Ooh, exciting times, ladies and gentlemen. And also, good luck if you're going for any of the drops that we spoke about today. I know we've got a comic book coming very, very shortly, which I believe is Wolverine and the X-Men #1, which is dropping on Tuesday. I personally won't be going for this comic, but if that is something you want to go for and you're hoping to land a rarity or a mint number, good luck to you. And same with anything else you want to go for. And on that note, guys, it has been Web V Weekends episode 50, big one, 50. Big thank you to my co-host Josh for helping me co-host this episode today. And yeah, it's been a good one, guys. So take care, guys. Have a good one, and we will talk more soon.